What up? What up? What up? What up? What what up, y'all? What's going on, people? Hope you guys are having an absolutely awesome day. Sorry for the delay, guys. It's the grandbaby birthday, man. So we had to do some happy birthday stuff. Had a little change in plans that I didn't equate for the show. That I had to do some pivoting, guys. So we had to delay the start of things. We had to delay the start of things. Y'all know how it is, man. Family comes first. What's going on, family? Man, I really hope you guys are having an awesome day. What up, IS in the building? Oh, I didn't send out links. Tony in the building. What's going on, Tony? What's going on, IS? Man, how y'all doing today, man? I hope you guys are having an awesome tax day. Hopefully, you guys have taken care of your business, knocked out your taxes, and all the things that comes with that. If you ask Show, he's excited because he's getting a refund. I am not, probably. I don't know. So used to paying, it just don't even seem like it makes sense. Yeah. So what's the word, family? I'm still trying to ramp up, man. Don't mind me, guys, man. Just, family stuff, man. We got to take care of family stuff. Grandbaby, like, Pop needs to be there. Let Pop. Let Pop. Priorities. TD in the building. TD, what's going on, bro? How you doing today, bro? Grandbaby turned 3. She is a 3-year-old. Wow. She is so smart and tall, man. Like the kids is a year above her. Like she's like their height. That little girl is gonna be something else, man. And tons of personality. Whew. Like you will not believe. Okay, I gotta send this out. Mm, 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 mm. Man, how y'all day going today, man? Today was a busy one for me, at least from a work perspective. When I got home, I kind of got back into that same little busy rhythm. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Y'all know how it is. Family come first all the time. She's actually up later than what she's supposed to be. And I think they're in there doing bath time right now, man, so she can wind down and get ready for bed. Send out some links to the fellers. Paste. Let's go. I gotta send a link out to Reggie. Not only that, man, how was y'all weekend? Let's not forget about the weekend. How was y'all weekend, man? What y'all get into this weekend? So I'm still editing the videos so I can get those out to you guys. Last week I went out to Illinois Motors. They're back to being a Corvette store. Like they got a ton of vets over there, guys, for real. A lot of C7s, for real, for real. They just got in. So I went over there, had a bunch of vets. Hey, mama, how you doing? My evening is going well. You know, Jay, birthday is the day now. Your great grandbaby birthday today. Went over there, man, and they first of all, when I went over there Monday, they had a bunch of vets. No, not Monday, Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Monday? Monday. It was Monday. Bunch of vets over there. When I went over there this weekend, they got two more vets in. Two Z06s. Um one is a C7 and they got a C5 Z06. Bruh. And they got the double R in also this weekend. Bro, let me tell you something. They got a lot of cars in this weekend. They got some heat. Illinois Motors keep bringing that heat, guys, for real. Like for real, for real. Lefty in the building. I'm gonna have to send you a link, bro. I'm still getting all this stuff out. I like having Lefty in the out of the chat because I don't know, man. I like the conversation, real talk. Lefty be bringing that heat, but I'm getting it to you, Lefty. Give me a minute. TD, that double R, bro. Let me tell y'all something, bro. I love that car, like for real. So I've sat in one before. Was it a double R? Nope, it wasn't a double R. I didn't sit in a double R. Not a Wraith. I haven't that was the first time I actually sat in a Wraith. Um I love that car. That thing is beautiful, bro. That thing is absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. Uh when I was talking to Regis, he was telling me about his when he drove it home. He said he felt like such a douche, right? And you talking like all those guys over there got race cars. Every last one of those guys got race cars. Like they got fast cars. Tim's the only one that don't have a really, really fast car right now. But all those guys got loud, fast, high horsepower cars. So when you go from hopping in one of those high horsepower cars to something like that Wraith, it has a power, but it doesn't make any noise. It's super comfortable. You don't feel vibration from from the motor, being no cammed out, nothing or the other. He said he just felt like a big old douche because he felt like that because he has such a nice car. In my mind, all I can see is he's so used to having something different. I'm like, man, I will cruise that car to the high heavens. Like this thing is beautiful, man. That car is beautiful for real. Mm-mm-mm. Just drinking me a little tonic water, guys. I like the sparkle, the bubbles. So I sent that to those guys. Hold up. I might have to get Reg up in there. I'm coming, Reg. Give me a second. Oh, man. But it was a good weekend. Got a chance to kind of hang out over there, get some, and film some cars this week. And again, that video is coming. But I also got a chance to drive a car over there. I think Show will like it. It may not have all the luxury on the inside, but it's actually a nice car, man. SUV, especially for somebody looking for an SUV. I think he will like it, but but I don't know if it have a nice luxury for him because it's not as luxurious as something that I believe that he would go for. I'm sorry, guys. I got roped into my own post. Sorry, guys. I get wrapped up into that little jade person, man. She is just too precious. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. What's going on, IS, man? What's the word? What you get into this weekend, IS? Let me find Reg. Uh, mm-mm. Oh Lord, come on, man. What is this thing doing? I'm gonna have to move that to the side. I'm sick of that thing popping up on me like that. All right, let's send this out. Bam. Yeah, we got a little bit of a late start. Sublime in the building. What's up, brother? So we're gonna send it out there. For those who can, we're gonna drop it in y'all lap. If y'all able to make it, make it. If you can't, it's understood. We get it. We get it. We get it. Paste. Who else I got in here? Get those out the way real quick. Paste. All right, Reg, I did send it to you, bro. So if you're able to, come on in. Let's talk. Let's talk about some stuff. See what's happening. Ooh, I gotta tell y'all something else that happened to me too. Illinois, man. There's something else. I have never had this happen to me. It's a first for everything, I guess. Oh, we stacking. I'm gonna send this out real quick and I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm talking about, man. I've never had this happen to me. It's crazy. To me, it seems weird. Like I've never heard of this, but I'm like, okay, I guess this what y'all do. Let me send this to my man. Paste. Oh, I didn't copy it. Yeah, dog it. Copy. I'm coming, guys. I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to get these little laughs out, and I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to me. Tell y'all a little story. Little story. Little story. All right, so so like I don't know if I may have shared this with you guys before in the past. During the winter months, I put Zeus away. When I say I put him away, and it usually happens sometime in December. And what I do is I put Zeus away, usually take the wheels off, swap the wheels out. Didn't do that this year. Um, Clean them up inside and out thoroughly. Didn't do that this year. I mean, I did clean the outside. I didn't clean the inside like I meant to. Um, Also, I put it on a trickle charger. I did put them on a trickle charger. And then insurance, I put it in storage mode, which brings the price down like, 2/3. So I'm only paying a third of what I normally pay for the car. And then it goes to bed. Interestingly enough, Zeus registration expires in November. So it's the perfect time to put them away. I don't worry about, renewing that registration until it's pretty much time for me to get back in them streets. I can do it online. Once I do it online, it's instant. I have the paper. I can then put that in the car and I use that to ride on. Wait for the sticker to come. They can't, if they run the tag, they're gonna they're gonna see that the registration up to date. I'm just missing a sticker. I show them the paper if ever I'm in that situation, right? I haven't been pulled over yet. So I don't I'm not concerned about that. Um so I go to DMV and I decided to go to DMV because for some reason I wasn't able to do it online. Went to the DMV and they told me that my my license plate was what they say? Wait, let me see what they say. Suspended. So the license plate was suspended. I'm like, why? Because I didn't renew the registration for so long. As you guys are now suspending license plates? They say no, because they didn't get an insurance verification. I say, what you mean? Illinois DMV will send out a registration, a vehicle registration insurance verification to your insurance company. And I don't know if you guys know this happened for those who are in Illinois. If you know that this happens, and what they do is they literally send out this request to your insurance company, basically whatever is on their file, and they ask if you are insured. They literally put 1 day. If if the insurance company responds, then you're good. They keep things moving, no problem. If the insurance company failed to respond, they will put a suspension on your license plate, not your driver's license, your license plate on that vehicle. I'm like, what? That ain't it. So I go in there. I'm like, no, we definitely had insurance. Maybe USAA didn't reach out to you like they supposed to. No big deal. So they gave me this list of instructions of what I need to do. Basically, I gotta go online and submit this thing to the insurance company or reach out to them, provide them a reference number and a date and all this other stuff to have them do their thing. They say this could take up to 10 days for them to go through this process and send it back. I'm like, 10 days? Why? They say several days. The lady said 10 days. Then they came back and said, no, on this thing, they said if you have insurance, go to a facility on the list and pay $100, show proof of insurance, and then you can buy your sticker. Did you hear what I said? Even if because the insurance company didn't respond to this random request, right? Hey, what's going on, sis? How's it going? I know who you are now. Because the insurance company didn't respond to this request, and even if you have insurance, you still got to pay $100 to get the suspension off your license plate. What? That ain't it. The lady said you can either go through your insurance to have them show the verification of that date. I still would have to go in here and pay $100, or I could just go to this ilivs.com, use the reference number, license plate number, and zip code, pay $100, and then it'd be cleared. It will literally just clear it. So I go to the insurance company for what? To wait? So I'm gonna go to the insurance company, wait for them to respond back to the request from Illinois DMV. And no matter whenever they do and when they do respond, it don't matter if they respond or not. If they respond, you had insurance, boom, boom, boom. I still have to pay $100. 100 plus, yes, here we go. $100 plus the sticker. So I still have to pay for the sticker, for the registration. I'm like, so I could I could go through this process and have to wait for the insurance company to respond, or I could just go pay the $100 because I'm gonna have to pay the $100 anyway. Is that not a money grab or what? It don't matter if you could have not. I could have not had insurance at that time frame, but I could still go hit that, pay that $100 and get it. Like what? And here's the thing. They say if you have insurance, go to the facility on the list, pay $100, show proof of insurance, then you can get your sticker. Or or you could go to the website, pay the $100, and then you could go back to the Illinois DMV website, pay for the registration, and get it. I showed no proof of insurance. I don't even have to show proof of insurance. This is a money grab, bro. This is so convoluted. It doesn't make sense. It's like it steps all over its own feet. And in the end, no matter what, you are paying $100. I am doing okay. Sid, I am doing okay. Um, I think going through this drill with these people, it literally made me want to drive my car. So I took Zeus. I had to clean the filter. Um, I had to clean the filter in the car. So I cleaned the filter, took it out. I put it in this little room where we have a dehumidifier So I dried out fast. It's been in there for probably about 3 or 4 days. Actually, no, it's been in there about 2 weeks. No, about a week. Because the hood been up, all the everything been taken apart that gets to the filter. Um and So now, man, it literally got me in a place now where I'm ready to go ahead on and pull Zeus out and drive a little bit. What's going on, Lefty? Lefty in the building.
Oh
Oh
well.
Lord, here we go. He done fell off. Lord, Lefty need to get rid of that boost mode, man. What's going on, my brother, Mister Me and Three? Boy, you putting in work. Boy, you putting in that work. You putting in that AB work right now. I'm just saying, boy, you putting in that AB work right now. I ain't mad at you. We need to get you a tripod though. I don't know if you probably read all my messages, I'm sure. But definitely, man, tripod, and what I recommend tripod because it gives you an opportunity to document everything. And then when you show it back, man, just run it fast forward. Show you going through the process super fast. So you don't have to feel like you need to fuss with the camera. Keep it easy on you. Not only that, but it kind of still shows you going through the process. You did. You put in that work though. I'm not mad at you. Not mad at you. Was it because your sticker was expired a few months? Or do you have to run anyone behind the scene? No, 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 no. So what actually happened, man, it was what up, Lefty? You got rid of that Boost Mobile?
Nah, that wasn't it, man. Soon
What happened?
I went to put my phone in the mount, and the whole mount just broke.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
You know, that's that Chinese mess.
Hey man, they got tariffs on that, so you might want to won't buy no more of them.
Man, that's straight off of Amazon.
You need to get a good old American made.
Shit, man, I ain't paying no $69 for no car mount, man.
I got American made in my German car and in the vet.
I think this is my fourth mount I had in this truck.
Got loud, man.
They don't last, man. They made out of straight plastic. It's like
Nah, see, that's the problem. Now, I
we
want you
got
to think
better
about this.
plastic out
How
here
much you
than them.
paid for that mount? How much you paid for that mount?
I think I paid $19.99.
Okay, you paid nineteen
Probably
ninety
probably
nine.
$16.99. Depends on which one did I found.
Let's call it 15. Let's just call it around 15. Okay,
Yeah.
you paid $15 per mount. You just went through four. How much is that? That's $60, right? Why not pay the 69 to have a mount that lasts?
Yeah.
That's what I do. I'm just saying.
So let me tell you how the state effing us around down here, right?
Ooh, before you start, let me answer this question real quick. So it's not because this the tag was expired. It's because literally they reached out to USAA and asked if I had insurance for one day, and USAA never responded.
So and that costs you $100 no matter what. You
No
still have
matter
to pay it.
what, if I
So
had it
just
or not, it
imagine
cost me hundred
how
dollars.
many insurance companies, because I know y'all got some small insurance companies out there too. It's
Yeah,
not
think about the
answering
small
that.
one.
So how many people actually much money they making after this?
Think about it. Now I've been here. Now I want you to think about this also. I've been here since '08. This is the first time this has ever happened to me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So how much money are they making just from $100? It don't seem like it's a lot, but it's a lot.
Ooh, come on. You got to think how many people is in the state of Illinois and how many people can they run this by? So when you think about it also, now here's the thing. I could have sat on this. I got two cars. What if there's that one car that somebody have, they need their car, and if they get caught driving with that thing, they're gonna take their car. They're gonna take the license plate. What happens if they pull the license plate off the car? They gotta
Yeah.
impound the
And
car. They gotta pull the car.
see, y'all, it's weird because we don't get the same license plate. Every time we renew our car, they ask us do we want plates.
They say I got that super internet. Boy, you stupid. What'd you say, bro? I'm sorry, Lefty.
Yeah, so they ask us do we want new plates. Yeah, I say y'all, no, when we sell a car, we don't get to keep our plates. No, we just sell a car with the plates.
Yeah, we could keep the plate.
So they
So
just ask us, do we want new plates when we change titles and stuff? But that's extra if you want new plates. But I thought that was so weird that y'all keep the same plate for
No,
one
we can
car.
keep the same plate. No, not just on one car, on multiple cars. I can either take the plate off my car and keep it, or I can take that plate and transfer it over to the next whatever next car I buy.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, we don't do that here.
So the plate that's on my car right now was on the 300. I transferred it from the 300 because it's a military tag. I want to maintain. I'm keeping that military tag, and I'm mad that I didn't put that military tag on Pegasus. But when I
Yeah.
re-register that car at next season, we're gonna definitely be putting military tags on.
So, like I say, I'm gonna show you how they messing us around, right?
That'll work, Lefty.
Texas.
I'm telling you, it's not Lefty. Cody, this is gonna make it that much easier for you. Even if you're running in fast motion, run it. I'm sorry, Lefty. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Texas passed a law, right, saying January 25th we will no longer need emission taxes. Uh,
Oh, that's
uh,
what's up.
yeah. So to get your registration, you no longer need to
Go
go
through a
get
mission.
your inspection, state
Yeah,
inspection, right?
yeah.
Everybody like, cool, cool, cool. Cause half these cars here anyway, the check engine light is on.
You said
So
ever? Good Lord, Lefty.
mine is included. So we were like, okay, we just go get the, little safety inspection. So, make sure the lights, brakes, and stuff work. So they say, okay, that's all y'all need.
Right, right.
These mofos down here then said, oh, but these are the counties that's excluded from this that still has to get admissions. And it's all the big counties with the big cities in the state of Texas
That still have to get it.
that still have to get admissions.
That's how it is out here.
I'm like, man, that's messed up. I'm like, that's discrimination, bro.
Not necessarily. So what they're saying is, if you live in hold on, in incorporated areas, right? The bigger part of the cities, you still have to get admissions. Even some of the bigger suburbs, you still have to get admissions. Where I live, I'm in unincorporated Woodstock. I don't have to get admissions. Where Ray moved to, he's also now unincorporated. He don't have to get admissions.
But everybody like that's messed up because half the counties here run the big counties run the state anyway.
Yeah,
So you talking about Houston County, I mean Harris County, which is Houston, Dallas County, which is DFW, and Tarrant County, Fort Worth. All these got the biggest cities in them. We like, man, y'all still trying to just make money
yeah. That's literally what it is. It's a money grab. I think it is a money grab.
because it's like, okay, they're like, so we weren't gonna charge y'all admissions, but we were just gonna charge y'all extra $7 fee on your application. I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm cool with that. I ain't got to pay no, come out here get pay 25 to $60 for admission test, and then have to go back and pay for another no $80 for my sticker. I'm
yeah.
like, that's cool. These
And
fools talking
what if
about
they don't pass
now,
admissions? What they do?
yeah. So it's like we gonna add it to the fee, but it's like, man, it's so messed up now.
That's crazy. So check this out,
I
TD.
still call it discrimination.
I don't think it's discrimination. I believe it's a money grab, and I believe that they're using um where you live as a way to drive who they uh, excuse me, who will have to get that admission test. We have the same thing here, right? Um so TD, let me tell you this. Here's what I think about this. So TD said, well, if that's the case, we should provide proof of insurance when we purchase our registration every year. That's a good point.
Right.
But, but if we
But
put this into
see,
place,
we do that
what
here too.
happens
When we
is,
do that,
hold up, Lefty. If we put this in place, here's what can happen. Because we don't have to. If we put it in place and you show up and you don't have proof of insurance, imagine if they charge you a fee to still get it, right? And you can still get it. Because even if you come in there with a card, it don't mean that you have insurance. Does that make sense? because you could just still have a car and your insurance didn't lapse, right?
But see,
So,
that's how we do it. We have to have proof of insurance, and you have to have proof of insurance to get your state inspection. So that's how they really know you got proof of insurance, because you go in there, and then they might verify it. You might get one of them to actually take their job serious and call the insurance company.
but see, that's what they do
So
on. That's what they did to me. So their thing is they send out this notice. To me, that's that little random check that they can send out to check to see if you have insurance, and it's not from you. They're not checking you. They checking the
yeah,
insurance company.
and then I was just linked to our license plate. When they run our plate, they know if we got insurance or not when they pull us over.
Man, that part.
So
So, well, you know what? They should know from your license plate. Your license plate should tell. For us up here, it tells your registration. It should tell insurance, and it also tells they know if you have insurance or not based on your license plate.
right,
And it also tells if you're carrying, your concealed
right,
carry.
yeah,
Right.
that's
So that's
how I would
all it
do
tells
too.
you. Yep.
Because I asked a dude, he came up to the car. He talked about where your weapon at. I'm like, who the hell told you I had a gun? I ain't say that.
It's on your it goes through DMV.
He like, oh, it's on your license plate. I'm like,
Yep.
oh, I forgot they doing that now. He like, yeah. He like, but which side is on? I'm like, it's on my left side. He like, you don't touch yours, I don't touch mine.
That's
Cool.
what they say. Yeah. All I ask is that you don't touch it while I'm here. Like, cool.
Cool. Good. You don't even see
And
me move.
man, and so Sublime, check this out. I usually do that, but I couldn't do it. It didn't let me do it. So I had to go in and try to figure out what was going on, and that's when I learned about this. Man, it's such a
Yeah. And see,
scam.
we we can renew our driver license online. Now,
Mhm.
it's when they tell you you gotta come into the office. That's when you go start thinking, do I got any tickets out?
Yeah.
Because the way Texas would do you, if you go to the DMV and you got warrants out, you trying to renew your license or get an
Bro,
ID,
bro,
they're gonna
listen,
arrest you on the spot.
child support can keep you from getting a license. Bad child support. You ain't paying
I
your
done seen
child
so
support,
many
you can
people,
fool around and not
so
get your
many
license.
people get arrested. I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story, right? My wife was renewing her license. I took her up there to renew her license and stuff. So we waiting there, behind each other. This white guy was in front of us, and I heard the females, the worker said, "Hold on, let me go get my supervisor." So I told him, I said, "Say, man, you need to head towards the door and leave." He's like, "No, no." And she asked him, she said, "You got any tickets?" He said, "Yeah, but they're not in this county." I like, "But they're in Texas." He like, "Yeah." I was like, "Say, man, you need to leave." She going to get the state trooper. Nah, 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 nah. She going to get a supervisor. I say, "Bro, she going to get the state trooper."
Oh, you about to get it.
And this other white guy, he trying to tell him like, "Say, man, go on and leave, bro." She going, you know.
It's about to go down.
So we telling the man to leave, bro.
Oh
And then
no,
the trooper came out. He asked him his name. He said, "Yeah." He told him to put his hands behind his back. I said, "Say, man, when next time you hear a black person tell you about to go to jail, bro, listen, because
bruh.
everybody's black. Even some of the white folks in Texas know you don't go to the DMV with no warrants."
No, not with warrants. They can get you right there. And here's the crazy
And we
part.
tell them,
All
man,
they
we
gotta
like,
do is
run, bro.
delay you. All they gotta do is delay service to keep until the cops show up. It's
I'm
real
like,
simple.
code for supervisor. I'm going to get my supervisor. That means she's going to get the state trooper.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, in heavy populated areas, still have to do emissions. Yep, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Lefty. If you got heavy populated areas, they're gonna still have to do it. It's in these tucked away places where they don't require it. And here's another thing: you want to talk about, just if they call you into where you have to go to the DMV, that's one thing or another. Man, Illinois now you got to have an appointment.
Yep. You got to
You
have a
can't
part.
just
Well,
go to the DMV and wait. You got to have
well,
an
you can
appointment.
set your appointment online, or you got to go in there and get a ticket.
Facts.
But
No,
I go
no,
to the
you
one.
can't go get a ticket. You have
I
to
don't
do it
go to the
online.
one in Dallas though. I go like we got a super center, so our super center is actually faster than the regular small ones.
Facts.
So
No,
we got
they
a big super center.
but real talk, they you can only do it online. You can only set your appointment online.
Yeah,
So inconvenient, and it's not super friendly either. It does give you
yeah.
several
See,
options, but it doesn't show you the dates in advance. You actually got to click on every one to see which one you can go to and when it's available.
wow. But see,
Yeah,
here you walk in and they got a computer and they set your appointment and they give you a number and you be waiting like that line and like
yeah,
in Beetlejuice.
for real, literally. Now here's what's interesting. I go to I usually go to this one in Deerfield, right? Deerfield, Illinois. I
Yeah,
usually go there for if I have registration I need to do. I usually go there because I can go there at lunchtime. It's usually one person in line in front of me or two. That's it. I've
right,
always
right.
gone there. I've gone there when I needed to do it in person before doing it online because it was always
Yeah,
fast. If I wanted to get the
yeah,
sticker right then and there, I'm good. I'm running, especially if I knew I had to
yeah.
travel
See,
or
I
anything like
never
that.
go to one in Dallas. I always go to like one in Garland, like the suburbs. I never go to one in Dallas, and I never go to the one in the hood.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Cody. Me and Three said, man, he said I owe $23 in tolls for 12 years ago. They send me a notice every month. He said they never getting that money.
Man, they sent me a notice talking about I owe 3,000. I'm like, where? When? Who? So I'm gonna have to go get a police report because I reported my license plate stolen. They never sent me a report.
Another thing they can
They
do,
stole my front license plate.
they can hold your license from being your driver's license from being renewed if you don't if you don't pay them tickets, pay those fines from a toll. If you're in the same state, clearly Texas ain't pushing it that hard.
Nah, cause they send me a letter every day, with red dang on it.
Lord.
I told them, long y'all mess with my gun permits, I'm cool, but I don't really need that now.
Yeah, they did close down a lot of emission facilities, which minimizes where you can go. Now those places start getting congested.
But you know what? We go to the hood, dude. But like, man, give me $100.
Oh my lord, that's how I used to be in New Orleans. We used to
Passing
have to get this
admissions, you
inspection
go take
sticker on
that
your
up
window.
there. Yeah, go take your paperwork in. They give you the paperwork, pass, pass, pass. And one
Outside of
thing
Cook
they start
County, I don't
cracking
have to worry
down on
about that.
you.
Outside of Cook County, because I think they put window stickers when you get your inspections and stuff like that, and parking stickers. You got all kind of stuff you got to have in the city.
Oh yeah.
But out in the
Nah,
suburbs,
they
had to
just give
worry
you
about that.
the sheet of paper that you gotta take to the
Same
DMV. I
here.
mean, yeah, you gotta take it into the DMV to show
In
that
New
you
Orleans,
know.
you got a sticker. Oh, you
And
doing
then
all
they give
right?
you
You
your window,
crashing out on us? What? All right, sis. Be good. Have a good night.
and then they give you your window sticker. Saying that you registered with the year on it.
Oh, so you still have to have a window. That's right. Yeah, Texas does have those window stickers.
Yeah, we got the window stickers.
You know what? I was so grateful to not to have to worry about that stupid sticker on my window no more. I love not having it. I swear.
Well, 'cause you know what, we used to have a license plate once. Then
Yeah.
everybody started stealing the license plate because you had to get a razor blade, make an X, and because people were actually peeling off your sticker and putting it on their car.
Yeah. Well, that was the same thing in up here too, and in New Orleans. As a matter of fact, I've seen people peel the sticker off a window and put it on their car. Let me tell you what people used to do in New Orleans. They'll go to a junkyard and find stickers that are not expired, put heat on
Uh,
one side of that glass, and try to stick it to their window for real.
wow. And then we'll again they was like they don't you can't ride around with paper tags. Just the temporary tags is metal now.
Really?
They changed that this year to yeah. So it's
Temp tags are
no more paper
metal?
tags.
What? That's
Temp tags are
crazy.
metal. Man, they was making so many, man. You know how many paper tags I
Agreed.
used to go buy for $25? from the Fiesta,
Really?
from the store, grocery store,
The grocery store?
from the grocery store. Yeah, give me a tag, bro. Give me a
I'm
temp
gonna tell
tag.
you,
All right,
man.
good for 30 days. $25.
Back in the day when I was young, when I first started driving to New Orleans, man, um, the process was different, right? You didn't if you bought a car from somebody, you had to go to the DMV and wait for them to send you a license plate, right? They didn't give it
Right,
to you instantly. The problem with that was you had to wait for it, and if you bought it from somebody, chances are it didn't have a tag on it. So people used people used to put a piece of cardboard, and people used to get away with it, man. It used to say license plate license applied for. That's what they used to put on it. And you just put it on your car, and you
wow.
you drive with that either paper piece of cardboard, and it's
Man, you be
handwritten.
seeing people here,
It's
temporary tag,
handwritten,
rolled up, is out of date, is 4, 5 months to a year out of date. The lettering done faded, the marker done faded.
bro.
It's like, bro, and they not even the cardboard like paper that you they done printed
No,
this paper and made it. You were like, man, come on, bro.
yeah, bro, for real.
But yeah, that's why they passed the law because there was too many. They said it was too many paper tags out here. It's
And
like it's too
listen, I
many
don't
illegal
blame them for that,
cars on the road here in Texas. I'm like, man, there's always been illegal cars here.
bro. Come on, y'all, especially right there being right next to Mexico like that. You know they got a ton of illegal cars on the road.
Right.
I think it's hard for them to police that. I don't think they can police that. Not
Well, you
successfully.
know, for a minute, Dallas stopped putting over people. You
I'm not
really had to
surprised.
be, yeah, you really had to be
Doing something for
speeding or
real, for real.
doing
Yeah,
something, yeah, for Dallas to pull you over.
I'm not surprised, man.
You know, we had these police chiefs. They didn't do no
All right, brother,
chases.
man.
They
Thank you
didn't
for
do.
coming and hanging out with us for a short period of time, man. Sorry for the delay, but had to, we had to do a little birthday celebration.
Oh, whose
You
birthday?
stay blessed too, my brother. My grandbaby, man. 3 years old.
Oh, oh Lord, I know she got all kind of stuff.
Bro, it looked like Christmas in there. She opened presents this morning, went to school, came back, still had presents to open.
See, I was spoiled, but I wasn't that spoiled.
No, this girl here gonna be riding, man. She gonna be riding. What up, cuz? What's happening, bro?
So,
Chicago car guy in the building.
I got a text. Of course, it had a link to it.
Oh Lord, who you get text from?
My daughter.
What she say? She got her gift.
Well, I ordered it. I sent her that I ordered it, but I just sent back what color, what size,
You know the drill.
what color, what size.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
She like, I
get
want the
ready, Mr.
10 one.
DHP. Once
I
the
don't
little
know who
girl
bought
get
her
older, get
sweater though,
ready.
cause she got a nice sweater. I don't know who bought her sweater. It's like a Letterman sweater
Oh
that
yeah,
she took her pictures in, but I don't know who bought that. I think her mom bought that.
yeah. That's your twin, bro.
Oh yeah, she looked like me and act like her mama.
Yeah, that's how it works, bro. It's been 3 years already. These
I
little
feel
people,
sorry
man.
for if I have a grandbaby. Oh yeah,
Yeah, and let me
it's
tell you,
gonna be
grandbabies
worse.
hit different.
Oh,
Grandbabies
trust
hit
me,
different.
man. My little sister hit different. I told you we 20 years apart, right?
Yeah,
I looked at my grandma. I'm like, if that was any uh, uh other your other 37 grandkids, you would have beat the snot out of.
grandbabies hit different, bro. I'm just saying. That's a real talk right there.
Well, my
This one
grandmama
said,
spoiled us, but she still beat our butt.
yes, indeed.
She had a razor strap. If y'all don't know what a razor strap is,
Oh, trust
go
me.
look up barber shop equipment.
Oh, trust me, we do. That thing breaks skin. It leaves
Yeah,
white.
pure leather.
Bro, 3 years already. Like, It's
and they
mine.
fly.
It goes by so fast. It
So this how I
goes
used to
so
do.
fast,
I used to
man.
be like, oh, I'll be so glad when she get off formula. Formula cost so much. I just say, man, and she was on specialized formula too. I was like,
Bro, soon they
oh, I'll
get
be
off
so
formula,
glad.
you can't eat nothing in front of them because they're gonna eat what you eating.
Yeah, then it's like, okay, I'll be glad when she get out of Pampers.
Yup.
Okay, cause
But
the bigger
that
they
has
get,
all
it's like
nutrition.
the bigger they get, the higher the Pampers went, and the smaller the box got.
Yep. Yeah, for
I'm like,
real.
why does box getting smaller? Wait a minute, why are we getting less?
Yeah.
Oh, and why the price go up? Wait a minute, what's going on? So, and then I
Oh
had
man.
one of them wives, cause I had a girl.
Bro,
We was eating by
it's gonna be 2 years already. I'm sorry, bro. Dang. I feel like it was last month. What? That boy gonna be 2 this year. I'm sorry, man.
whew,
Me and three.
they grow fast.
I know we
They,
was on the live when we were talking about the baby.
they grow fast, man. That's what I'm telling
Man.
you. Then I went to the stage where I'm like, okay, no more daycare. That
Yeah,
was the best stage to ever hit.
because they're going to school.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, no more
I
daycare.
don't care where you go to.
Only
Childcare, not
thing to
only is
save
it
me for
expensive, but you worrying about what them people doing with your children.
yeah, well, I ain't had to worry about that because the one that kept my baby for a little bit was one of my cousins, and
Oh,
she
that's
had a
good.
home.
Family. That's good.
Yeah, and she was spoiled, so
Golly, he gonna be 2, bro. Cody, just get ready, man. Especially for that little girl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get
Cody,
ready.
just how I'm gonna tell you, my wife used to do me like this here. We go in there for Pampers and formula, right?
Oh, his little girl, she big girl, man.
I had to steer her away from the baby clothes
Oh yeah, you
and
that's
stuff. And bro, I'm like, we came in here for Pampers and formula.
that's a common occurrence for us. Clothes always happen. Toys, all man. Y'all would not believe the amount of toys this little girl got, man. So let me put it to you like this: she got so many toys. Uh, she got so many toys that she only got some of them now, and the rest of them she gonna get just throughout every week. She gonna get something new,
Or
probably.
I'm gonna tell you what kind of simp I was.
Is a mortgage payment. Yeah, it is. That
I bought two power wheel vehicles.
she's upstairs. 2 Power Wheel bit man. She got this little bumper car thing that she got from my aunt. What else? She got a sit and spin. She got one of the Power Wheels at the house. Nothing we ain't did nothing with it. But now we focus more on the things where she's powering herself. So now she pedals stuff.
Well,
She's
check this
upstairs
out.
right now. As a matter of fact, she's definitely in the bed, ma. She's definitely in the bed. She was
So the
updated to what she should have been. It's 9:44. She is definitely in the bed.
she probably tired out.
Yeah, I don't know if she's tired out, but she definitely in the bed.
So the first power wheel vehicle I bought was for my nephews for Christmas. Cause them was our kids.
Yeah,
So I bought the Silverado power wheel, the truck. It was Silverado. Okay, they played with that for a little while. I think it got passed down, or somebody came and got it. Then the second power wheel came for my baby. I think she turned 3 or 4 for Christmas. The neighbor had to keep it across the street because she was always at her grandmama's house. So the neighbor had to keep it for us across the street because we ordered it online, and that was the Barbie pink Mustang.
Jay got I bought her for her first birthday. She got a Maserati Power Wheel, pink
Oh.
Maserati.
And my other nephew, he got a Benz AMG power wheel. Well, I call it a knockoff power wheel because it wasn't actually a power wheel. It was remote
On a drift
control.
track. Wait, hold up, bro. You see what he said? His daughter, she gonna be 6. She want a drift trike and a life size Princess Tiana doll.
What is a drift bike?
That's the
Trike. What's
drift
the
trike. So it's the trike that is the I want to say the front wheel is powered and the back it slides around. So it's got like their plastic rings on them and allows you to slide the back of the trike around. It's like a tricycle, like a big wheel.
Oh, so it's more like the Green Machine was, the Death Trap, the Green Machine.
Yeah. Except it's powered and it slides around. That back
Uh,
end slides are heavy.
yeah,
Man,
that sound dangerous.
drift trike.
Yeah, that sound dangerous for a 6-year-old.
And bro, listen, me and three, everything. Listen, almost everything she got was Right now, she on a unicorn and Moana kick right now.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, me and
Everything
three,
was unicorn and Moana. Everything.
stay away from the life size doll posters if you carry. Cause my our roommate bought my daughter life size Justin Bieber cutout
Oh man, we ain't doing that.
for her birthday, and she didn't put it in her room, and she put it in the corner in the dining room where we come in through the house through the garage at. So I got a bright light that's from the shine from the building from across my alley, so I can see into my house. I don't even have to cut the light on. I can see into my house. And the rule is I always go in the house first, right?
It's how it's supposed to be.
I forgot that he bought her this cutout boy.
Bro, don't tell me you shot that thing.
Now I drew down though.
Oh my god.
I opened the door and I seen something at the corner of my eye. And I say, "Who is that?" And I drew down, and my wife say, "Boy, that's that cutout."
Man, we ain't doing first of all, we ain't doing no lifestyle, nothing. Second of all, if it's gonna be anywhere, it's gonna be in whatever room you in. It ain't gonna be randomly around the house. I promise you that. My wife will not have it. Man, my daughter has unicorn, everything. Bro, let me tell you, we have so many. The little bumper car that she has is a unicorn.
Uh,
She got so much unicorn stuff. That girl she loves her some unicorns. She loves unicorns. She loves then Moana,
yeah,
then come Bluey, and then the Puppy Patrol or whatever the Puppy Construction or whatever that is. She like
yeah,
that in
public
that order.
yeah.
And then
Well,
and then there's a Kia girl that she like too.
well, my daughter went through the Dora stage.
Yes,
She
indeed.
was younger, 3 years old. The Dora.
Yep.
Then she went to the some kind of
Dora had
monkey.
all of them like then back in that day.
Yeah, then she had some kind of monkey, and she had that big cover because everything she had a big cover for, big stuff for.
Yeah.
Then she went to the High School Musical stage.
Oh my lord. I think my daughter went through that too. But she was into people that can sing. She
Yeah,
liked
yeah, my daughter is too. And then she went to the Hannah Montana stage.
Yep. Jade, Jonelle, I mean Kristen. Lord have mercy. Kristen did as well. That's Jade's mother, my daughter.
I was like,
They're about the same. Well, they came up to some of the same stuff. How old is your daughter?
she's 21.
Yeah, my daughter's 30, so she did go through that phase though. She gonna be 30 this year, man.
Yeah, so it was like,
30-year-old. Good
and
lord.
then she used to watch
Sheesh.
what's that play? Dreamgirls, the one with Jennifer Hudson in every day,
Bruh, anything
all
with
day.
singing, Chris love that, bro. Chris likes singers. She could
Man,
sing.
my daughter
My
was
daughter
2 years old in the back seat singing. We like, what the hell is that noise?
Yeah, I used to sing to Chris all the time, and then she would open up every once in a while.
And
And
I cut the radio down, and she was back there singing. She couldn't even talk yet.
Cheetah Girl. Chris was Cheetah. Chris loved the Cheetah Girl back when she was a young
Yeah, she watched Cheetah
preteen.
Girls, but she wasn't crazy about. She was more crazy about Hannah Montana than the Cheetah Girls.
She was into all those brat dolls, all those little things, man. Everything
But
that was pretty popular, she was kind of into it.
yeah, so we used to watch the reels of the Waverly Place. It got to the point that I was watching it without her.
You got into
Yeah, my wife told me, why you watching this? It's a pretty good show.
it. Now, one thing that when Chris was younger, man, we would do all like the Disney shows, right? It wouldn't until she got to a point where she was growing out of it and she done left the house. It was like, man, I found myself still watching some of them Disney shows because they were entertaining.
Right.
Still watching them, man. They still are entertaining. Now with Jade, man, it's got to be the age appropriate one. But anything she won't watch, man, she come down here, we sit in this theater. I don't care what I'm watching. I could be into what I'm looking at. If she won't see
So
it, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna put on whatever she won't watch. We're gonna chill out, snack on some popcorn, and watch whatever she want to watch.
so my daughter always had Disney Plus, and you know, from teenager on up. And I guess she got a text. She was with her friend, and they're like, "Why your daddy asking you for the code to Disney Plus to the password and stuff to Disney Plus?" She said, "Cause she said, y'all don't know, my dad likes Star Wars and Marvel."
Bro, they got all that on there, and Hulu's on there.
Yeah, so but this before Hulu, became with them, but Disney had all the Marvel and Star Wars stuff on
I
there,
watch
and that's
all
what
that
I
on there.
watched.
Same here too, bro. Same here. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, so I like say, yeah, I'm gonna ask for the Disney Plus. That's all I'm watching is the Star Wars. Then they made me mad because they ain't finished my Boba Fett series. They ain't
Yep.
finished my
Right.
Mandalorian series. I'm like, come on, Disney, I'm due with y'all.
Yeah, bro. I'm right there with you. I was doing the same thing. I do the same thing on Disney also. Jay got her shows. Don't get me wrong. I get on that, but they actually have some decent shows on Disney. They got
Oh
some
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah,
adult driven shows, not just the kids stuff.
yeah. I just watch it for the Marvel and the Proud Family. Oh Lord, she used to kill me with the Proud Family.
Proud Family used to be funny.
She had
I
all the
watch that all
movies
the
and
time.
everything of Proud Family. I'm like, oh, I'm so tired of Proud Family.
They were funny, man. That was a good show. That was actually a pretty decent little show. And
Yeah, I
Charlie
mean,
Benjamin was the father, right?
yeah.
Yep. I like Proud, man. Proud was a good show, man.
At this point that, I'm like, well, you got a girl, it's different. And I'm like, you know what? I'll give me your own TV so you can stay out of
Here's
so
the
I can
cool
watch
part
my
about
TV.
those shows, man. Those are some actually decent little wholesome shows. It's nothing like a lot of the craziness that they could be watching. Those are some
Yeah,
decent shows,
cause
man.
I found her watching Garaxy. Okay, I was like, okay, it's a little teenage stuff. Then I seen a
Bro,
boy
for
kissing a
real.
boy. And I was like, oh no, you can't watch this no more.
Oh Lord. Yeah, man. That part. He said make him feel old. Cheetah Girls came out when he was a kid. Look, Chris was a preteen watching that stuff.
Hey,
Young
say,
kid, young girl watching the Cheetah Girls, man, back in the day. So trust me, I get it, man.
you know what? I put up a post. I say it's weird because now the cars that I seen, come out new are now considered old schools.
Bruh. Think about some of the cars that are considered old schools now. Think about it.
Like anything after 72 for me is considered old school now.
What is it? 21 years? Yeah.
25.
It's 25 can get okay, 25. Yeah, I need you to think about that. 25. That's a 2000 or 1999 anything.
Right. I'm like, man, we calling G bodies old school. I said, I
These
remember
cars
when G
look
bodies
classic.
came out.
They could get doggone antique plates.
I'm like, now I'll say now even the 2000 Camaros and well, not 2000 Camaros, 2010, everything. I'm like, man, now these cars considered old school. Anything in the 90s,
Wow, bro.
I'm like, they old school.
Man, you're not that much older than my daughter. Probably about got Chris by probably about sheesh, probably about 7, 8 years.
I'm sitting here leaving this car running like I got a full tank of gas.
Man, run out of gas if you want to.
7th or 8th grade, boy.
Yeah, bro, that part.
Boy, how old are you? You just a baby.
Yeah, I was in the military during when that came out.
I
I was,
thought I was working at the prison. Yeah, 'cause I started working at the prison in 2020, November 2020.
I think we
And I
was in.
stayed there till May of 24.
I think we were north of the lake, man. We was in the Slidell house when Chris was into that heavy, if I'm not mistaken. I think we
'Cause
was in the Slidell house.
my daughter wasn't even born yet. She was born in 2004.
Bruh, you are 5 years older than 5, maybe 6 years older than my daughter. Yeah.
He said, I'm 35. Man, I
Yeah.
remember when I was 35.
Sheesh, boy, you could be my son if I was clowning. Real talk.
Told you, man, me and my sister is exactly 20 years apart. They used to thought she was my baby. Nah, she ain't mine. That's my little sister.
Ooh, Cody, I forgot that we gonna have to talk. Mr. Me and Three. Guess what your boy started doing? I'm doing some simulated day trading, bro. And I'm doing pretty good. I'm trading daily, taking my gains. I played a little bit 2 day. There was 2 days. I went in there and was trying something. Right now the market is crazy. So I tried a few
Well,
things, man, and kind of went down a little bit. My goal is $500 a day. I'm still past that. Um, and doing all right, man. Still taking gains, and I'm simulating all the way through the end of May, and then I'm going live with cash in June. The goal is to we're gonna trade through for 6 months, man, and we're gonna decide what happens after that, after 6 months.
I say I'm 26. I got married at 26.
I got married at 21.
No, see, I wasn't that stupid.
Nah, I wasn't stupid, man. I needed to be married. Y'all don't even
I
understand.
I
Y'all don't
really
know who
wasn't
I
supposed to get
was back
married.
in the day, dog.
I
When I was
really
in
wasn't
high
supposed to
school,
get
I was
married till I was
grown.
I really wasn't supposed to get married till no, I think I got married 5 years after that. I met her when I was 26. But I wasn't really supposed to get married till I was 40.
I got married at 21, bro.
I like that's a good time to be settled down. The women got their head
I
on straight.
needed to settle down. I was a wild boy. The reason why I'm in the military, I went to the military is because I was in high school hanging out at college campuses.
To see, okay, yeah, you was wild with the ladies.
I was wild.
I was married to the streets.
Jeez. Now listen, and the reason why I shifted to late girls, I think I was in my freshman in high school and left most of that street stuff alone because it was just getting too it was getting wild. It was getting too wild. And the
Yeah,
things
I
that
was
we were
married to the
doing,
streets.
jeez, bro, we were doing some crazy stuff. And then when I got out of that and focused, I literally shifted all that energy from street stuff to the girls.
Yeah.
Man,
You know how wild the streets was in the 90s.
yeah, especially in
The
New
early the early the early 90s, man.
especially in New Orleans. Who my man was in Afghanistan at 26. Life changing.
Bless,
Absolutely life
bless
changing.
your heart, bro, cause I heard the stories.
Life changing.
You know what? I graduated in 1990 and I got rejected because I couldn't pass the test. I was trying to go into the Navy.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't pass the test. And then my cousin, he got in. He went into the army. We graduated the same year. We both graduated in 1990. Matter of fact, our graduation was the same day. He graduated first, and after his graduation, his
Y'all, you
school
back
left.
on.
Mine came in.
I graduated in 89. And
Okay,
89, I had already talked to a recruiter and was scheduled to leave November 1 to go to boot camp. Me and a buddy of
yeah,
mine, Harry Davis, we were supposed to go in under the buddy
but it's just,
program.
yeah.
And but we had to have similar ASVAB scores, and his score wasn't high enough. And they only offered him one gig. I had options, and I definitely didn't want to do what he was going to be. So I'm like, nah, man, we're gonna have to just do this separate. I end
Yeah.
up coming up here to Great Lakes. He went to San Diego.
So a year after we graduated, my cousin was in Iraq. I mean
Oh,
Kuwait. Kuwait.
look at this, man. 2011. So you was in high school, and I was retired before you graduated high school.
2011. What was I doing?
I retired from the Navy in 2010. I had a whole career under my belt before you
I was working
graduated.
at the food stamp. I think I was working at the food stamp office.
Oh, that goes to show you who did it right. He got a Lambo. I don't. Sheesh.
It don't
Man, I
matter.
love
See,
my rich friends. I have rich cuz right there. My bad. My rich cuz.
cargo car guy.
I don't know if my mom's still on here. If
You
my mom,
graduate. You a baby too,
yeah, he is. Look at this, bro. My oh, he a year older than my daughter.
man.
Year older than my daughter. Lord, it be. Last name
2000.
is Warren. His last name is Warren. He's a Warren. My mother was on here. I don't know if y'all saw that. Let me see if I can pull her name up here. Last name Warren.
Yeah, I had a.
Hey,
I
Meech, you
remember
see
what
that?
happened.
That's my
I remember
mom,
what
bro.
happened in 2011. Yeah, I hate 2011. That was the worst year I ever had.
You hate it. Why you hate 2011? I was working
Cause
for the government. I was a contractor for the government in 2011.
I was doing well. Jerry had to have the
You see that,
had
Meech?
had a Super Bowl here in Dallas, and we
Hey,
got
Meech.
13 inches of snow and ice. That's the year the ice was falling off the buildings downtown and
All right,
all
mom,
these
let me
high
get
rise.
good. Meech, I don't know if you could. Oh God, you probably can't see the. Your mom is
It's like,
has the same name as my aunt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my mom is Doris Warren, and bruh, mom, hey mom, just to let you know, mom, I think this is our cousin. He got his family comes out of Mississippi. Absolutely, definitely a Warren, and his last name is Warren, no doubt. I told you, bro, you
yeah,
might.
y'all probably can.
Yeah, I'm absolutely certain. If my grandfather was here, he'll say, "Yeah, that's your people."
That's like people. That's like y'all think me and Griff be playing that we cousins. No, we can't. He's a
I'm
Griffin.
trying
I'm
to
a
let
Griffin.
people know. I'm trying to let Meech know. I'm like, bro, we family, bro. I don't even. I think
Yeah,
you understand it, cuz.
that's
You
why we
got
call each other
well,
cuz.
if
Cause
you
his last name is Griffin, and my last name used to be Griffin till I was 6.
bro, you got expelled a year before you graduated. What in the world did you do? Be good, mama. Get some rest. Love you. Take it easy.
No, man. We
Oh, 08. That's the year. Look, that's the year I got up here. I got up here January 2nd,
okay.
2008.
So this the reason that I hate 2011. All
Go
right,
ahead.
I just put a brand new motor in my Elko. It's been sitting up for 5 years.
Okay.
Jerry had to host the Super Bowl. Because Jerry hosted the Super Bowl, Mother Nature decided to take a crap on the Super Bowl and gave us all this snow and ice. So I still had to go to work and I was breaking in my motor, so I was still driving my Elko. Soon I came out the driveway, I hit a thing of ice and I hit a curve,
Yeah.
right?
Love you,
So
mama. Be good. Go
once
ahead,
I hit
bro.
the curve,
Good
once I
Lord.
hit the curve, I put a hole in my oil pan and I didn't know it.
Ugh.
And my brand new motor locked up on me on the middle of 635 in
Ooh.
Dallas at 6 o'clock in the morning.
This boy say, why we always call people cousin and nephew, especially when we need $1? Boy, you need help.
That's how they do. Cuz, nephews, school,
Only when you
say
need money.
school,
Look,
say
you know how it
school.
is. But look, that's when you be look, when you're family, you can eat. It's easy to get money from family. I guess that's what they're trying to say. Is
Yeah,
it easy to get money from family? Nah.
especially the ones that you know that got it.
Hey nephew, what's up, cuz? Why don't you let me hold something?
Well, it, I mean, to us, because we know how people be on BS.
Well, at least you got to be aware that they are on BS. Or
Yeah,
could
because
be on
you know your family members that's doing good. You know your family be on BS.
BS. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And if you don't, you need to learn.
Always asking you for something every time they see you. Say, man, nah, bro, I ain't letting nobody stay with us.
And you know what? It ain't trying to be hateful or anything like that. I don't care who you are. I think you should be conscious of whom you let in your space.
And
When you
then
let
too,
people in
it's
your
like
space, man, they affect how you think, how you feel. But listen, all of that,
if you one of them cousins, I only see you at family gatherings. I don't talk to you outside the family gatherings. Don't ask me for no money.
please, please don't ask me for no money.
I
Please,
don't know you like that. Please
please. I'm just saying. Why are we doing this? Don't ask me for
say,
no.
say,
Don't
nephew.
even put me in a situation to turn you down.
Say, cuz I got this business opportunity.
Oh Lord, please. That ain't gonna never happen. I'm gonna
Uh,
walk away while they talking about it.
I'm
I'm
the
not gonna
only
do that
one.
I'm not doing that to either of us.
I'm the only one. Why you ain't got a group of us, standing here telling about this business opportunity, you can get to invest in.
I think
Well,
there's
I'm
a way
the
you can do that, right? When it comes to business opportunities, where you involve or you bring people on board without digging in their pocket. Now, if I have an opportunity that I think I want to bring somebody in, what I would prefer is to invest in their time first. I'm not trying to pull out their pocket, if that makes sense, right?
right,
Give me your time so we can figure this out. That's the reality of how you broach those type of situations or conversations with someone when it's real. If first you want to dig in their pocket, that's gonna leave people questioning. The first thing, if I hear about a business opportunity, I got to come up with money. I don't want to talk to you about that right now.
yeah, man. I'm here to eat some barbecue and talk some BS. I ain't here to.
We can vibe on this on ideas. I don't have a problem with that either. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with that. But if the first thing I gotta do is pay some money, I got a problem with that. You literally gonna shut me off. And it's not
Right,
because I don't want to pay the money. I've been in a lot of situations where that's always the first part of the conversation. I don't like that.
right,
My oldest brother get out of prison next week. Love him to death. But after 30 years of bid, 30-year bid, you can't come stay with me, bro. Listen. Listen. So I give you a story. Like my little brother, he passed away sometime. He passed away in just before his 21st birthday. Um
mhm,
long time ago. But Lonnie was a dude, bro. He was one of them dudes. Like he was one of them dudes. He's a street dude for real. And he was roguish, bro. He would do some crazy stuff. My little brother was wild. He was a wild boy. I'm not gonna lie to you. He did some things that will blow your mind, like seen on television only type stuff. That boy was wild. But anyway, I never forget. I was in the Navy, new in the Navy, and my mom hit me. She reached out to me. She was upset. She said, "Lonnie in jail again." You heard me again. Lonnie in jail again. And I said, okay, Lord have mercy. What'd he do? I'm not ready for no bad news. What did he do? I was in A school. I was in my tech school. Tell me that he did something else. My mom says he in jail. She such and such and such. She's trying to get him out of there. Can I send some money? I said, I can't send him. She said, huh? What you mean you can't send no money? I said, Mom, I can't. I cannot send him money. I cannot want him out of jail more than he don't want to be in jail.
right,
Right. So I think maybe he need to go through this experience long enough to realize that he don't want to go back. If somebody's always gonna bail him out of his problems and troubles, next time he get into a problem or trouble, he's going to be looking for someone to bail him out. But if you don't have somebody to bail you out of your problems and troubles, then you got to figure out how to either get out of it or don't have the problem and don't make the trouble, right?
Right.
So in my wisdom was, he's staying there long enough, he ain't gonna want to go back.
And see, my daddy set me down at 17. He said, "Look at here, boy. Ain't no more juvenile. You go to jail. I ain't coming to get you."
I
I
just
like,
think
oh,
it's a different mentality. When you take somebody out of their trouble, it's like feeding a man a fish. You got to keep feeding him
right.
a fish if you never teach him how to fish. But if you don't teach him how to not want to get in trouble, you're gonna have to keep bailing them out of trouble.
It's because my daddy had to tell me, like, look at here, boy. Stop sending your brother money. Say, big bro, you got $10. You got $20. I'm trying to get a room. Where you getting a room at for $10? And
He
he
close
was
to my age. He went to OP. He went to Walker. Really?
like,
Did
and
he play
then
any sports? I probably played against this dude, man.
and then he's diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic and bipolar. I was like, oh, bro.
Yeah, man.
And
That's
he a drug addict. I was like, man, I love my brother, but all I can do for you now is pray for you.
yeah. See, I got an uncle like that, right? Now my uncle was my oldest brother's 3 years older than me. My uncle, who is my mother's youngest brother, is 3 years older than me. So he was more like, he was closer in age, like a cousin or or a brother than he was an actual uncle, right?
Yeah,
Uh, he was one of these people. He got everything, bro. He got everything he needed. He was super smart in school. He got everything he wanted and needed. He was a polo dude, right? He wore polo every day. He was one of those cats. So my grandmother gave this dude the world, honestly, real talk. And he didn't appreciate it. When he got older, again, he went down a horrible path of drugs, jail, theft, all kind of stuff, in and out of jail. He in jail right now. So when you said that, just to let you know, me and three, I know exactly what you're saying. I don't I will not I will not take a phone call, collect call from a
oh, no,
correctional
no, no, no,
assistant.
no.
No, won't do it. I don't want no phone call. You can't come here
Nope.
because, especially, and I know, and I got to keep telling myself, that the drug is a sickness, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but I don't want to be exposed to that. Like, although that drug is a sickness, it's not like the flu. It's not like, you know what
Man,
I
my
mean?
brother just can't
That
pop
you
up at
can't
my
control.
house. You got to call before you come, bro. Don't just pop
That
up at
part.
my house.
That part. So I when I was in Slidell, one of my driving factors of living in Slidell, you just can't just roll up on me. And it wasn't that I didn't want just, it was certain people. It was a certain those certain so and so's. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate to say it, when I was younger, when I first started driving, I was that nephew that popped up at all my family houses.
right.
I was the one that always visited. I went to everybody's house, not
Was
because I just wanted to pop. Because when I think about it, my daughter does the same. She did the same thing. She's like, when she first started driving. Well, when she was at home, thinking about all the places she used to sit in the passenger seat or in the back seat where I was driving. She remembered how to get back to the whole house in Slidell. And she was a preteen. I mean, an early teen back then.
yeah, yeah,
and but she remembered how to get there because she, riding in the car, she remembered how to get there. So when she was at Loyola and she had a car there, she drove to the old house. You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that. I used to do that because I remember my mom used to drive all these places. I remember how to get there, so I was going. I was driving to all my cousins' houses and my uncles and aunts' houses and yada yada yada. And I pop up on them. Don't get me wrong. We ain't had cell phone back then. I pop up on them. But as we got older and you got certain people that you don't want to pop up on you, man, I'm like, how do you make it a challenge? I moved to slide there. I moved north of the lake. People ain't gonna drive that far to try to figure out if you home or not.
Right. Well,
That's the
everybody in my family say I stay out. You stay too far out. I'm like, no, I don't.
people
But
say
most of
that
them
about
stay
me
in those.
now. I love
Yeah.
being out here. I love being out here in the boondocks, bro.
But my brother was kicking in doors at the time, and with his brother-in-law and his
Brother
homeboys.
did that. Yeah, he did that
And I
too.
said, "Say, man, don't bring them to my house, bro."
Them cats used to, honestly, they did the boom, boom, boom. Somebody say, "Who is it?" Boom. Them dudes was wild, man. Them dudes was wild.
I'm like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm kicking
No,
in."
you in Ponchatoula. Okay. Yeah, you north of the lake too. That yeah. But listen, I love being over there. I really appreciated being over there. If I ever move back in the city of New Orleans, which is never gonna happen, I would I would only want a condo, either a condo in the city or I'm going back across the lake.
You
That's it.
sound you sound like my grandmama. I always tell my grandma, I said, "Grandmama, I hit the lottery. I'm buying you a house in Ennis. I ain't going back to no damn Ennis."
I don't care how much money I got. I will buy how I'll buy a condo and have a condo in the city that I can go to when I want to. But I don't want to live in the city no more. I'm done
But
with that.
she said she only going back to to Ennis when she died, and that's what she did. She went
Really?
back to the country when she died, and that's where she buried at, next to her daddy and her mama.
Really?
Cause my mom, she said I left Ennis for a reason. She said, only time my grandma go to Ennis when my great grandma was alive to see her.
That's me, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. And I enjoy going back home. I love my city. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to live there. It's different.
Right.
I'll go back and visit, enjoy the food, yada yada. I just don't want to live in the city no more. I'm good with that.
Like me, I want to move out of not out of Texas, but I want to move to another city. But it ain't no city like it's the same stuff. So it's like,
No, you gotta
why
go far.
move?
You gotta go far enough out. Like if you go far enough out, you realize it ain't the same.
So it's like, do I want to deal with the low key racism, or do I want to just the fakeness,
But
or
see,
do I
that's
want to just
Texas
stay
though.
where I'm at?
That's
Yeah,
Texas. You're gonna either get low key or in your face racism in Texas.
right.
Yeah,
And then it's like, do I just want to like what city? Just and everybody go to Houston. I'm like, well, that's beat the purpose of living out the city because everybody go to Houston.
that's true. You just go further south.
Yeah, so it's like, I think I just stay
Honestly,
put.
the only way you're gonna get a different experience if you leave Texas. You'll have to get out of Texas.
But see, that's the point. I can't find no city like Texas.
But the goal is not to find something like Texas. You need to find something
'Cause
different
I
than Texas.
like I like Texas. I love my Texas.
You
So
never
it's
leave
just
Texas, then you don't leave. Let me
I
tell you
don't go
this.
leave.
Let me tell you
Now I've
this.
been
Here's
out of
what I would
Texas.
do.
Don't get me wrong. I travel.
I love
I
my
ain't one of them.
city. I
I ain't
love
one of
my
them that
go ahead.
haven't traveled, but I travel.
I love my city. And there were certain things about it I thought I'd never want to leave also. But one thing I did realize is that my city was really small. My
Yeah,
dad used to tell me when we was younger, man, he said, son, he said, don't feel like you need to stay in New Orleans. That's what he told me. He
yeah.
said, get out of the city, go see some other things. He said, if you go out of the city, you live someplace else, and you just feel like you just need to be back in New Orleans, then go back to New Orleans. But you'll never know if you will be good anyplace else until you actually live someplace else.
Cause I never thought I'd move out my neighborhood.
Wow. I
Cause I
always
was
knew I
born and
was gonna
raised.
move.
I was born and raised there. I never thought I'd move out my neighborhood. So
I knew I was gonna move out my neighborhood. I grew up in the lower Ninth Ward of New Orleans. There was nothing about that neighborhood I wanted to stay in for the rest of my life. Nothing.
but the only thing that still tied me to the neighborhood is my family is still there in my church. That's it.
Yeah. I think
Cause I
since
was born. I was born and raised at my church. So
yeah, that not now that part right there is a different kind of feel because like where we live now, I'm an hour away from my church.
oh yeah.
Where I moved from, I was 20 minutes from my church. So they like, oh, when you moving out there, you gonna change church? I'm like, nah, it's my church home. Nah, I'm not going nowhere else. I drive.
But
I
it was
bet
just
you with these cars, I'll be able to make it to that church.
like I've been going to Oklahoma City all my life since I was born because my auntie moved over there. My mama and them older sister, she moved to Oklahoma City when I was born. So I've been going there all my life. So there ain't wasn't nothing in Oklahoma City I wanted to move to, you know. Then I got family in California, and
I don't think I want to live. I can't. California doesn't intrigue me at all. I don't
I
want to
don't
live.
even want to visit. So it's like,
I don't. I enjoy California. California is fun, man. Depending on where you're going and what you're going to do, California could be fun, man. You can have a good time in Cali.
man, my cousin them stay in the hood. All of them stay in the hood.
Nah,
I got one. He's a police. Well, he's retired because he used to be a police officer in Pasadena. And then I had one cousin live in Rancho Cucamonga, which I thought that was just for the movie, but that's a
it's a
real
real area.
city.
I've been to Rancho Cucamonga before. I've been there. I've been there.
Then I got cousins. I got cousins that stay in Compton and Watts
Yeah, you can
in
pass
L.A.
through that. You can pass through that going to the airport. Trust me, I know
Yeah,
all
so
that
it's like,
south of the airport.
when you coming to visit? No, man, because I gotta wear certain colors, and most of my cousins are bloods, and I got no.
I've driven through there before. Um, Never stopped. I've always drove through and kept it moving, but I've never ran into no problems.
Yeah, so it's like, no, man, y'all got too many rules, too many regulations, and you can't wear this hat, or you gonna get questioned. You know, I like wearing my baseball caps, and mostly I just wear Dallas Cowboy stuff. So that's where I represent. That's where I'm from.
But that's
But
blue.
and that's blue, yeah. And it's like,
It could be a problem.
yeah. I'm like, y'all, no. Like I
Could
say,
be a problem.
like my cousin had a red and white party when he got out. Cause my cousin, he was a blood, and
So go ahead. I'm sorry, Lefty.
yeah. So he had a red and white party. I wear white. I wear all white. I'm like, dude, I can't do that, bro.
Taking no chances. That could be a problem.
But
Uh,
it was in DeKalb, Texas, though. But
yeah. So the car
still, I
scene.
couldn't do it.
When I was going down there, it was most of the car scenes that I ran across. This was years ago, back when in the military too. Um, it was old schools. It wasn't like what it is right now. So when you look at the car scene, what it is right now, this is,
It's still
before
old
all
school.
that.
It's still old school down there. I watched
No,
a guy.
they got some man, it's that car scene down there is stupid, like crazy. We talking supercars, we talking all kind of rare cars. Don't
Oh
It's
yeah,
not just old school. There's an old school theme down there. I think old schools are everywhere, but old school when I was going there was the majority. It was all the low riders and all that was the
yeah,
car back then,
yeah.
right?
Well, it's
Nowadays,
still like yeah.
nah,
Well,
bro,
it's
it's
still like that now
empty.
because the guy I followed, like they Sunday
Nah,
Fun
bro,
Day. They
it
call it
is
Sunday Fun Day.
every day. Everything down there. Are you looking
Well,
at? Are you looking at online? Have you seen the car scene? AB was just there.
no, I ain't talking about y'all seeing that y'all Euro stuff. I'm talking about the
So
hood,
just how you gonna
the low rider,
just cancel
the low
everything?
rider, the G bodies and
How
stuff.
you just cancel a whole game
Yeah,
of cards,
man.
man?
But that's what I'm part of. I'm part of the big wheel culture.
I get it. I
G
get it.
body.
I get it.
But but
But
that's what I
I
watch.
say that to say because they're everything now. It's
So
everything.
they still got a Mopar scene down there.
Yeah, it's
They
everything
still
now.
got a Mopar scene. Yeah, I watched Josh. Josh was in that scene, supercar
Yeah.
scene.
Yep.
Down there.
Yep.
They're just a bunch of spoiled kids with money, with fast cars. But
Most of them.
yeah,
Definitely
but
all the time.
my real car scene, I was in. They
You get
still
some of
like
that up here too. You gonna get some of that. You see these kids, you like, man, how are you? Daddy bought that car.
yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
No, I'm talking about where you go see where you go hang out on the
Unless the
street.
store is
Police
reaching
don't
though.
mess with you.
Unless you reach.
They still hopping cars in the middle of the street. Having
Unless
low rider hop contests in the
unless
middle
you
of the
Chicago
street.
car guy, then you just buy your own Lambo. Hey, buddy, Josh Laurent. You talking about
Josh Laurent.
the guy you were hanging out with.
He talking about, man, yes, we know about Josh Laurent.
Y'all,
You
y'all, y'all remember he went out there and did some videos with Josh. Meach went out there when he had the
yeah. See,
yeah,
we knew Josh when before Josh got his Scat Pack. Josh was driving a GT,
yeah, he had that
and then
GT.
he got his
I
and
remember
then
that.
he got his Scat Pack.
Yep, I remember that. I was watching Josh back then.
Yeah, I see.
Actually met Josh out there when what's your girl? When she came out to Crusader Customs, man. Josh was out there and
SRT breed.
yeah,
Yeah,
SRT Bree. I was there. I was there when that happened.
that's when Sugar
Yeah,
Man
yeah,
and
yeah. He was a good
Gucci had
brother.
to fight that night.
That's right. That show that was so stupid. I left just before that fight happened. I saw it
But you
building
know
up.
what?
I said, man,
They
let me
been,
get
and
up out of here. I'm going home.
all of it is of a race that never would happen. They've been trying to race ever since. I'm like, Sugar Man talk that talk, but Sugar Man don't race.
Sugar Man, cool people, man. That's my dude. I like Sugar
But
Man.
Gucci is a racer though, and you like, you keep talking that talk, and then they get to talking that talk, and it got serious, and then y'all fight. Y'all supposed to be homies.
I know that part. Sugar Man, my guy though, man. I like Sugar
Oh
Man.
yeah, he all
Gucci
right, you
cool,
know.
but Sugar my guy. Sugar my guy.
But I've been watching everybody for years, man. It's just entertainment to me. Everybody be caught up in their life. I ain't trying to get caught up in your life, bro.
And that's pretty much what it is, man. They try to bring you along for the ride. That's why they put them videos out there. They bringing you along
Right.
for a
That's
ride in their
it.
life. This is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I mean, it's just sharing some of my little adventures. You dig? But man,
You
yeah,
know, sometimes people like what they like. I'm not a supercar
facts.
person because I know I can't
Everybody
fit in
ain't
no
into that.
supercar.
Everybody ain't into that.
Right.
Everybody ain't into that. It don't seem realistic to everybody.
My thing is, even if I had that type of money, I can't see myself spending that type of money for a car.
Well, you know,
I could never spend. I could never see myself spending over 100K for a car, bro.
oh, I
That
can.
just me. That just me. I don't care how super or fast it is.
That's
That's
me.
like when the CA came out. They like, oh yeah, we're gonna keep it under 60, right at 60. Nah, that was a lie.
No, they did keep it at 60. Chevrolet kept it at 60. The dealership added taxes. If you look at what them when I built my car, when I built my C8, and I was like, I'm getting the C8, I'm getting the C8. When I built that C8 I built was 72. It had everything I wanted in it for 72. But I didn't want a C8.
But LCX I was seeing was costing, and this was the steam rate, and they was like 100K.
That's with markup.
Yeah, I was like, no, man,
Yeah,
this car
that's
supposed to
the
be 60K,
dealership
bro.
marking up. That wasn't Chevrolet. That was the dealership marking up
Well,
those
yeah,
cars.
well, they represent Chevrolet name.
No. That's the dealership. If you look at no, they not representing Chevrolet name. Who they represent? Banner Chevrolet. They represent Best Chevrolet. They represent whatever that first name is of that Chevrolet dealership. They don't represent Chevrolet because if they represented Chevrolet to that point, Chevrolet will make them sell the car at the price that Chevrolet wants them to sell the price at. They didn't have
But
to.
Dodge
They
tried
had
that, and
market.
it didn't work because Dodge tried that too, and it didn't work.
No. Don't say two. Dodge tried it. Chevrolet did it. All them Chevrolet dealerships marked up all them Chevys so heavy. That's why people struggling with those cars. I ain't gonna say struggling. They're not gonna get what they put into that car today because the markup
Right?
is. So if they got them
Yes.
cats, some of them cats pay 115, $120,000 for that car for a car that was probably worth $70,000. You ain't getting that money back.
That's why I see. That's
No,
why I like what Real said. He say,
that's
"Man, go
the
get you a
upside
car
down.
2 years older. It's just the same body style. That's why I like Chevys, because you can go get you a car that's 2 or 3 years old. It's
I'm
gonna be
not
the
about
same
buying
body
brand new
style.
cars, bro. I'm good. I'm not about buying brand new cars. That's never. I've
Yeah,
never
I
been
buy
fan.
a used car because somebody already took the hit on that used car.
Yeah, man. Think about the price. If I bought this truck I bought, this thing was $114,000 brand new. I still have all the tech, and I paid a fraction of that. I still have all the tech work, and I only paid a fraction of it. Just saying. The vet
That's
when I
what I
bought
tell people.
the vet brand new was 98, brand new
Yeah,
98. I paid 71 for that car. It had 12,000 miles. I mean, oh, back up 11,000 miles. Somebody
Yeah,
else took
that's
the
what I'm
hit.
saying. That's what I say. Go get the hit. I'm like, man, that's why I watch 7 Day Chevy Boy. He like, man, I could have went and got me a brand new truck. But he say, what? He said, I'm gonna be doing is touring with it. He went and got a 2015 2500 Ford F-250 2500. He's like,
Get
I'm not gonna
for
spend all
somebody,
that money
man. It
on
ain't
a
for
new
you.
truck.
Nope, I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to. I've never been that guy. I've always been. I've never been that guy. I don't mind letting somebody else take the hit. Let them scrape that off the top. If you look, I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you another car, man. What people like the Bentleys and the Rolls, mostly the Bentleys, not as much as on the Rolls. The Bentleys, those cats that buy that car brand new, they take the biggest hit.
Oh yeah.
Three
Oh
years
yeah.
later, that car is a fraction of the cost.
Your hundred
Them
thousand
cats
dollar
be laying
cars on
three hundred
eBay for
thousand.
60,000.
They
You
be
be like, what
paying
the hell?
$300,000 for these cars. 3-4 years later, the car is worth 100 and some change.
Right.
Nah, man. Nah, it won't be your boy. Won't be your boy.
I don't know what back then people I guess because when we were growing up, it was cool to have a Bentley.
Yeah.
Now people don't like Bentley no more. I'm like, what happened?
Nah,
All
people
the
still
rappers?
ride them up here. I think part of it is we're in a fast car scene. The luxury cars don't get the same hit. So certain luxury cars don't get the same attention.
That's like Ferrari. People don't like Ferrari no more. It's like
People like Ferraris. Well, what they don't like is Ferrari prices. Ferrari tax. Them cars are expensive.
they're
I love
expensive, but
Ferrari.
they're
I
to
love.
me, you don't
I
get nothing
want a
for the money with
458
Ferrari.
Corvette. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You get performance like a mug.
And then they so picky, well, you got to buy 2 or 3 Ferrari before you can buy the big boy.
I
Why?
told
Why I
you
just can't go to the big boy? Why
because
I just can't go buy the big boy?
you have not been proven to own a Ferrari.
Man,
You're not going there straight up and just buying a brand new one. That's just Ferrari. That's just the way they work. You gotta
well, they
you
did
gotta
that because
prove it to
they
yourself.
did that because they want all the rappers and the black people to own their cars.
Bruh, listen. Part of it is, man, it ain't just being a cheap state because you could go get something new. you could you could go get a brand new Ford Focus. You can go get brand new. I mean, you know what I mean? You can go get
Man,
a ton of brand new, but what you willing to spend your
see,
brand new
see,
money on?
see, but see, you talking to a person with new money. You talking to a person. It's a different talking to a person with old money and talking to a person with new money. See, a person with old money, they drive Cadillacs and Buicks here in Dallas, and they keep their cars for years. They don't go trade their cars in. They keep their cars for years, and they wear man. They don't even look rich.
I'm gonna
You
tell
go to
you,
the store, you talk
I
to
got
a
a
dude. He got a pocket. He rich.
I got a book for you. It's called The Millionaire Next Door. Check that book out, right? You know what how they describe that millionaire next door? He don't do what you see on television. He ain't got no Rolex.
Right.
He got a Seiko. He don't drive no big old fancy foreign car. He drive a Buick, right? He got a 10-year-old Buick. He live in your average home. He killing the game.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
My
new
wife,
to
my
me,
wife,
I take new to
grandmama
me
used to work for
all
these.
day long, bruh. I'm all over new to me.
My wife worked for this family all for a long time. My wife, grandmother, and I met her family. I met the dad of this family where their money come from. We went to go get some mattresses to pick up some mattresses from their house. That man had an old Brewitt Century. What Brewitt Century? That man had on some beat up white tennis shoes, look like some old Air Force Ones.
Got
He
that
had on
paper box.
some cut off blue jean shorts and a white T-shirt.
Listen, man, you see what he said?
Had a pocket full of money.
Rich folk, man. Rich folk, man. Demetrius Warren goes to McDonald's drive. I mean, Warren Buffett go through McDonald's drive through. You see what I'm saying? I say you talking about that new to me, bro. Let me find the right new to me. R8. I'm all over that sucker.
It is new to me too. You
Like
know
a
what?
2000. I find that new to me R8 that works financially is gonna be new to me. I say bye
You
bye
know
Z.
what? I used to want an R8.
Upgrade to
I get
V10.
to talk to Iron Man, but I liked the R8 before Iron Man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It was Iron Man that brought R8 to the map for me. So, and it wasn't until I drove one that I realized that thing is amazing.
Cause to me, the R8 was the cheap man Bugatti.
Nah, it is the affordable Lamborghini.
Hey, all right. Cause it looked like
Affordable
the Bugatti to
V10.
me.
It is it's the same as the Huracan, except tuned. Huracan is tuned for more performance, um, but it's similar to the Huracan. Same motor, same chassis.
I used to like the Huracan, but I didn't like. Well, I couldn't fit in them, so I never paid no attention because I couldn't fit in them. So if I
Yeah,
can't fit them, that's like the mile.
I
If I
like
can't
her. I
go,
still like Huracans. I still like so I when I think about the creature comfort side of things, I'll have to add stereo to a Huracan to be satisfied with it. Whereas the R8, it has a Bose system in it. I'll be good with that Bose system and
I
still have
think that's
your
why I like
V8
mostly
running.
old schools and trucks because I know I can fit in them.
You can fit
As
in
a
them.
big man, I can fit in them.
They got some joints out there you can fit in, bro. Don't sleep on them. You need to stay away from supercars. You can focus on a muscle car and be okay. But what you need to focus on is that doggone Holden L coat. That's what you need to get. That's all you need. That's gonna give you everything you need. That's gonna give you your. It's gonna give you your L coat. It's gonna
Now,
give you
now,
an
if I
old
get something
kind of
new, if
feel.
I get something new that
Bam.
I want to spend 100 grand on, it's gonna be an Audi RS6.
Ooh, the Avant.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Avant.
I'm gonna tell you another thing to look at if you can find it. Look at the R8. I mean the S8.
Cause it's
Look
I
at the
like that.
S8.
I
The
like the
S8 with a
Avant.
stage two tune will tear down most cars. That thing can make almost 800 horsepower. Stage two downpipes on the R8. I'm trying to tell
Cause
you.
I wanted to
4.0 liter V8 twin turbo is a monster. I'm telling you, I love that car. Love that
cause I
car.
wanted the RS7R, and that sucker was so hard to find. They had sold out. I was like, oh man, that was a nice car. I watched the whole videos. I was watching videos on that, and then they was doing the body kit. I was like, man,
That part. He said, soon as
I
you
is you
find
gonna
it.
get you go. Well, you lucky you got a wrench, cause you gonna get booted up
2026.
out of here.
2026 electric.
That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
Electric
Now you
art.
just talk,
You ain't never got to worry about me with that, bro.
yeah, you just talking blasphemy now. No,
You talking that crazy talk.
even the one that they put out as a new L code, I wouldn't have bought it because I'm like, no, the bid too short.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It's probably gonna be R8 is gonna be close on my list to what's next. I tell you, don't just look at the Avant. The Avant is dope. Is dope. Um,
Well, I like the body style, and it still feel like a. Even though it's a wagon, it
it
still feel
still
like
feel like
look
SUV.
like no, it feel like a car.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
a.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not a.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it still feel like a car, not a wagon. And then, like I say, I'm one of them. I don't follow trends, so I'm one of
Will
them.
do, mom.
Like,
I love you. We'll let her know. Sorry about that, bro. Mom
oh
just
yeah,
last words. Will do, mom. Love you too,
oh
baby.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Will do. Sleep well, mama.
Good night.
That's my mom. That's my girl right there, bro.
Because Vaughn to me is like if I want to go hang, like if I go to Houston, I go hang with Zay or T Rose, them my homeboy, homegirls with the Mopars. I can fit in.
I'm gonna tell you right now. No different than that SUV I have. That Avant will be the one car you need that will answer everything
Now
that you.
that Audi, yeah, that Audi R8, that's the one that's made like the well, they got the RS8. That's the one made like the what is the Urus
No, 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 no. SQ8
Q8.
RSQ8 is the one that's like the Urus. The R8 is the coupe. The one that I'm telling you
Okay.
about, the S8 is a sedan. It's a rocket ship though.
Oh,
It's a rocket ship. But to your point, if you went with the Avant, I say the Avant all day because it's going to give you the best of most worlds. It's a wagon. Them seats can lay down. You can haul. It's all-wheel drive. It can handle all
and
conditions,
it ain't gonna haul nothing but them 215s. I'm gonna put in the back.
bro. And that sucker fast. There you go. And it's
It ain't gonna haul nothing but them 215s. I put in
there
the
you
back
go.
too.
There you go.
You forget I'm a hood. I'm a hood
Look,
brother.
if you go stage one or stage two, I say stage two. With the Avant, you're talking
Yeah,
700 plus horsepower. Not one of them Hellcats will mess with you.
right. And I'm still gonna put my 215s in the
Oh,
back.
by the way, that's 100 over 700 horsepower at the tire. We're not talking at the crank.
Right. And
Talking
like
about
I say, I'm
and the
still gonna put
15.
my 215s in the back.
You gonna go by them fast, banging.
Yeah. So yeah, I just like the look of it, man. Especially that 2025. You
I
check
love,
them 2020,
I love
man.
it.
They look.
You gotta realize something, man. I've been watching the Avant before it came back to the States. So the
Yeah, I
Avant
have
was
two.
in
I
Europe.
have two.
Yeah, it was in Europe
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it was
Forever.
their hot hatch. It was the baddest hot hatch on the market over there.
Yeah. What they call touring car, touring. That's what they call the wagons. That touring.
It
But
What they
I
call
was looking at the
did
Avant,
they call them
and
touring?
then
I thought they call them something else.
yeah, they call it a wagon touring because that's what the Chrysler everything that they were saying because the Chrysler Magnum wasn't. I mean, the 300. It wasn't even called a 300. It was still called a Chrysler.
Yes.
And I was like, what? That's a Magnum. Dude, like, no, that's a Chrysler.
Yeah, they call it a Chrysler. Like they just named it. They call it Chrysler.
Yeah. I'm like, no, that's a Magnum. It ain't an SRT Magnum, but it's still a Magnum.
They called it. What did they call it? Car station wagons in Europe. I'm trying to find the name. I know what you're talking about, but they called it something else. What is this thing doing? Why we not moving here? Oh, they call it estate cars. They call it estates.
Yeah, States. Yeah.
Estate. That's what they call it. I knew it was
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, States are touring. So if it's
No, it was
a
a state car or simply a state. That's what they called them. They don't call them touring.
well,
Well, I
most of the
got
ones I
you.
was saying they call it
First time
touring.
I
They was
got you, man.
wagon.
This is the first
Yeah.
time I got you, bro. I'm looking at it right here online, bro. I knew it was called something, but they call them estate cars. All wagons are called estate cars.
Because I was looking at the Avant, and then the Benz had a nice wagon.
You know how Lefty do, man. Lefty say he gonna put them 250s in the back.
Yes,
So
sir.
about my goal with the 300, bro. 700 is yep. See, look, TD, look, TD. You know this the first time we got one on Lefty, right? This the first time. It's probably the last time too. It ain't gonna happen again. I'm just saying. But
TD,
yeah, they call it estate.
you know I'm from the hood. I got to have my music, man. I got to.
Oh.
I'm a Gen X. I got to have my bass.
I think honestly, me and three, everything I have, that's my goal number right there. My
Seven
goal
hundred.
number, yep. My goal number for Zeus is 7.5 to the tire. My goal for the BMW is 700 to the tire. Um, I'll be good. Anything else I get, I'm looking for 700 horsepower. I think that's a good round number, man. I think that's a spicy number. Allow you to play and have some fun. You still might get, handled by the random McLaren or built up Lambo or somebody souped up something or another. But I think it's a good number. 700 is nasty. Everything beyond that, man, you got to worry about traction.
Right. Putting it to the ground.
You got to get it to the ground.
That's why I like Audis, because my homeboy down here, he had a Audi RS, and he was hanging with the Mopar guys.
They all
But
will drive too off the out the hole. They launch hard.
yeah, he was turning their butt up. He ate a Scat Pack up like that was Scat Packs. He just played with them. He
Oh well, no, I mean a scat pack can't. I tear up scat packs myself. Like they can't mess
was
with me.
turning up Scat Packs, man. Then he started turning up the Hellcats, and that's when these fools down here got butt hurt.
I ain't got to worry about. I don't have to worry about a scat pack with that big old SUV. I gave scat pack problems with that big old SUV.
And they be like, "What you got? What you got in the hood?" He's like, "No, I just got an Audi S6." And they be
Hey,
like, "What?"
Lefty, have you seen that? What is it called? I'm looking for it right now. That SUV, that British EV hypercar, is all
Uh-uh.
electric.
Mm-mm. If it
What's it
if
called?
if, if anything pop up and it say electric, I just keep rolling.
I gotta let you know about this one.
I
And
just keep rolling.
I
I'm
saw
like,
a
nope,
video.
I can't do it.
So you know how all the hypercars they use downforce to keep them sticky to the ground, right?
Right.
Basically, that's air passing over aero of the car, the shape of the car, to push the car down so that it squats and sticks to the earth for the most part. This car, this car has two electric fans that sucks it to the earth. It basically gives it they say 2,000 kilograms of force, down force, just standing still.
Mm-mm. See, these cars
So
getting too. See, that's why I just keep my car simple so I can have it fixed. So I can afford to fix it.
yeah, this one here, yeah. So they took this car. I'm gonna put it to you like this: they took this car, and I'm looking for it right now. I'm looking for the video. They took this car. Oh, there it is. They took this car. They put it on a platform, a rotating platform, right? I'm gonna and they turned on a fan so that you can the suction what happened. Let me show you what happened when they did that.
So it acting like a vacuum and just pull it to the.
So it's one thing, and I need to make this clear. It's one thing to create downforce from pressing the pedal. That's like huge, right? You get that downforce. I feel it in the vet. When you get on it and that thing
Uh,
sticks to the earth, I could corner really well with this car, right? It's another thing to sit still and have the
Mean Street,
pedal
Cali, he
down.
Cali, sold most of his SRTs. He done sold most of his Hellcats and Red Eyes.
Who you talking about? Oh,
The guy
Cali
from Cali,
SRT.
yeah,
Oh yeah, he said, "Look, you see this lefty? You watching the video?
yeah, man,
Watch."
that's crazy.
So this thing sitting, they turn it on, and now it's got you see the little noise coming out the back. It's on the platform. This is the downforce sucking this thing to the platform as they turn it upside down.
So it's like a vacuum clean. It's like a vacuum.
It's literally a vacuum. You saw that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So now they're about to show you this thing pulling on. So they're pulling it on the platform, right? They're gonna
Looks
turn
like
on
a
the fan. When they
Batmobile.
turn on the fan, it does. When they turn on the fans, you'll see it squat a little bit, right? It's gonna squat a little bit when they turn on the fans. If you look at that top picture, see it disappeared right there. You don't see
Yeah.
nothing, right? You had daylight. They didn't turn on the fans. That thing that came all the way down, and now they can take this thing and rotate it on this platform because now it's sucked to it. This is how it sticks to the road. Now it ain't moving. You see that? 2,000 kilograms of downforce, 0 miles per hour.
But
Do y'all
why?
see this?
Oh, that's
Do you see
crazy.
this? Now the crazy part is because you think, okay, they got under there, they did strap something to the car to keep it from moving, and they just turn it upside down. It's just strapped to the car, right? Watch what he do next. He moved the car. He's driving it upside down, dog. You see this? Do you see this?
That's why
That's downforce like you would not believe.
I'm
They
like,
ran this car.
how you keep from picking up the trash, the rocks and dirt if it's vacuuming
That's the hard
and
part.
you driving?
I saw them run this car on the what you call them track. I can't remember what the Stig, and they had to weld all the manhole covers down to keep this thing from running over and sucking them up.
Wow.
Yeah, this right here, bananas, bro, straight bananas.
This a concept or is they coming to production?
It's a car, man. This thing costs it's $1 million car, just over a million. Hold on,
And
watch this. Look,
it's
look,
still ugly to me.
look at this all-wheel drive burnout.
Look like a Batmobile.
Look, watch this all-wheel drive burnout. Oh my god! This car is bananas, bro. I saw them run this car on that track and broke a record by 3 seconds. The fastest car to ever run that track. 3 seconds.
Uh, and it probably gonna cost you $1 million to fix it.
It's $1 million to own it. That's for sure. It's definitely $1 million to own it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bruh, crazy is an understatement. Let's see. It cost $1,050,000. 1,050,000.
Now, there's only one car that I'll pay $3 million for. That's the Bugatti, and it had to be the
I
Chiron.
don't
It
want a
had to be the
Bugatti.
Chiron. It had to be the Chiron, but it had to be the two tone blue one.
I don't
That
want
they.
I take a Pugani before I take a Bugatti.
I like Bugatti. Well, I've seen how they was made too, so it's like I watched the how it's made on Discovery, and
Oh
they
yeah,
did the Bugatti.
I've seen that. I saw that. I saw that. My problem is, let me tell you, here's the problem that I have with Bugatti. So I talk about this when it comes to some people buy cars. Some people can afford to buy them, they can't afford to own them. Bugatti is,
Yeah, so if something go wrong with it, that's the only thing is that getting it fixed.
bruh. That you say that's the only thing. That's a big thing.
That's the big thing, yeah, getting it fixed. Cause Paul said you just can't walk in autos and say, man, I need a tail light for a Bugatti.
You can't.
Uh,
It's not
no, no.
and not even just a tailpipe. You can't just go buy an oil filter.
Right.
You can't just, you know what I mean? You can't just go buy brakes.
And then what gets me, these guys buy spend all these money on these supercars and just keep them in garage as collector items. I'm like, do you even drive this car? Oh no, 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 no.
That I'll never understand. That right there just it doesn't make sense to me.
Now if I find that white Enzo, I'm buying it. I'm gonna drive it, bro.
That white Enzo, huh?
Yeah, that white Enzo. I always liked the Enzo when it came out. I
I
don't know
like,
what it was. That's the only for Ferrari that I was really like. I got to have that.
man, those are nice. And here in the US, you have to actually do that to get that look. Before the Range Rover, I was looking at
Yeah,
the A3 all-wheel drive. I mean, all-road. I like those too. Those all-road people. That's that classic suburb car. You know that, right? Especially the Midwest. The A6
right.
all-road wagon. That was like classic suburb car. If I had to go for the high hats, I'm going for the Avant.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying that crossovers now. It's just I'm like, man, that's the baby mama car. That's just the middle class. You a middle class. Stay at home mom card. Go pick up the kids.
The soccer mom, huh?
Suck them up. Yeah. Now they all over the place. It's like, who is walking up behind me?
Yeah,
Oh, that's the trash dude.
yeah. And Cali, man, SRT, Cali SRT. I remember when the first Hellcat 300 he built. I thought it was the most amazing thing I ever saw because I had a 300 at the time, and just hearing the challenge that he went through to get the car to work. There was something that kept it from working, from everything from like seat modules, kept the car from running properly, like stupid stuff. This dude has his bills have just kept going up and just keep going. He to the point where he was doing this in his garage at the crib, to got his own shop, to just killing the game. You got to give him his props, man. He still got that demon
Yeah.
71 Chrysler 300. Yes, from just a Hellcat to a Red Eye to Demons to Helephants, he been killing the game, bro. You got to give him props.
See, dog was another one that didn't want you messing with their cars either. They're like, we gave you the horsepower from the factory. Don't touch it.
Yeah, but he took.
Because at one time it was hard to unlock Dodge computers because they didn't want you touching it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, what Cali did, man. The reason why he became so popular, he did something that we felt like Dodge should have did a long time ago. Put a Hellcat motor in the 300. They should have did that a long time ago.
Yep.
They dropped the ball on that one.
See, that's what everybody thought they were gonna do. Then they gave us this
392.
300C. That 300, yeah. It's like, dude, we didn't ask for this. When we
You know
was
that
asking
car
for
been
the
out.
Scat Pack, when
That
we was
car been
asking
out
for the
for a
Scat
long
Pack
time.
motor, yeah, when we were asking for the SRT, y'all wouldn't give it to us. Now y'all like, oh, it's gonna be the last call. We're gonna go on and give it to you. And then you didn't put the SRT sim on it. You gave us a S or C? What? I'm like, dude, come on, bro. You could at least put the SRT on it because it had a 6.2 in it. I mean, the 6.4 in it. You didn't want to give us the SRT.
You know that car started off life, especially the 392 SRT Chrysler 300. It started off
Yeah,
life in Australia. It was in Australia before it was anyplace else. So
yeah.
that car was over there for years, actually. Kind of like the
Well, they were still
way
selling.
the
They were
Avant
still
was
selling
over
it after
here in
2014.
kind of like the way the Avant was over here. I mean, was
Yeah,
in Europe. That's the Chrysler 300 was in Australia.
because the last one that was sold here was in 2014. But after 2014, they was only
That was
sold in
2014
Europe,
was
in the Middle East.
2014 was a 4.1.
No, it was a six. It was a six
Oh, no,
four.
6.4. It was a different
Yeah,
6.4.
yeah. It was a SRT. That was the last SRT 300 that was produced
But that
here
was also
in
a
the.
different body style too.
But they also had. They were still selling the car overseas in the Middle East and stuff.
Middle East
It
still
was
getting
still
it.
yeah, because they were getting like 2015, 2016 300 SRTs. We were like, how they still getting the car and we don't?
That car was in Zimbabwe, Africa, New Zealand, Middle East. It was in Japan. It was in Indonesia,
It was
and
everywhere
all
except for the United
all
States
over
where
the
it
place
needed to
but
be.
the US. Yep.
And dogs like, oh, there's no market for it. That's like the Magnum. Oh, there's no market for it.
And
Bro,
people fiending for that Magnum. Fiending for a Magnum 300.
we're like, just give us a Magnum, dude,
Big time
with a
lazy money grab. Big time.
with a Hellcat engine in it. That's all we wanted was a Magnum with a Hellcat engine in it. Oh, there's no market for it. What?
Real talk.
I'm like, how there's no market for it and everybody keep asking you to bring the car back?
I'm trying to find. I'm looking for the pictures of when I first. Oh, it was called the Pacer, the Chrysler 300.
Yeah,
The
Pacer. Yeah, they changed the
Pacer.
name because it was because I kept when I started seeing it, it was in the Middle East, like in like Saudi Arabia and all that over there. They was having it. I'm like, wait a minute, that's just a SRT.
Yeah, it was the pacer.
Yeah, they call it the Pacer. I'm like, what?
Yep.
They
That
got
shit.
using old names, Dodge names,
I know, right? It
using old Dodge names and stuff
was
now. It's
crazy,
like,
man.
what?
And this was the classic paint that they did to the pacer that looked like the old school pacer. Um, on a 300. This was what they
Yeah.
had in Australia, bro. Look at this thing. I thought it was nasty.
I'm like, y'all finally came back. You know, y'all got a name for yourself. Back in the day, boy, and our parents would talk trash about a. Go get you a Chrysler. Go get you a what?
I know
Buy that
Chrysler
piece
was
of
not it, not back then. Yeah, Chrysler was definitely not it back then. Not it.
well, you couldn't buy no Chrysler. You couldn't buy no man, no Plymouth.
Oh God, no.
You
They were
could
the same family.
you
They
couldn't
were
buy
spin off
nothing.
the other. Chrysler and Plymouth was a spin off the other.
Yeah, Plymouth. Yeah, you couldn't. Man, no, you stay away from them. Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge. I think that's what they used to call it. Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge.
Here we go. This stupid thing.
No, you stayed away from all that.
Yep.
Like I ain't buying none of that. They even made Fords look good.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. For real.
You're like, nah, bro. Shoot, go get you a what? A Plymouth, Chrysler, boy. Go buy you a real car.
Go buy your real car. Oh my lord.
Boy, them old heads used to give, boy.
But you know what's crazy? There was
You
always
could
that
always tell.
handful, that little handful of people that just loved them a Plymouth. Oh,
You
they
know
love
what?
that New York.
My uncle dad was like that. He loved his was Destiny Dynasty
Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. Good
he loved his
lord.
Dynasty. I call it the poor man Cadillac.
Yeah. Dynasty, New Yorker. What was the other one? The convertible. The Lawrence Welk car.
Yeah, yeah. He always man, he loved him a Dynasty. And then my uncle went and bought the same car. I'm like, how you? I'm like, well, I forget you're a Ford
You
guy,
know,
but
Dynasty used to be a popular car for a while.
yeah. Oh, I need some shots. I'm just squeaking around here. What's up, my boy? Yeah, just driving around, making sure ain't nobody breaking in. Shit. Oh yeah, going to the store. Oh yeah, he need some female. I wish I was your age again. I'll be doing the same thing. Oh no, no. Come on, man, get out the way.
Lord, the Plymouth Dynasty.
I remember when I was that age, boy. Used to have go in a girl houses, meeting girls,
Them days are
to
over.
be in the 20s again.
Let it go.
To be
Them
in the
days
20s
are over.
again. Man,
I was in the 20s. I was married.
boy, I wouldn't think about dating right now if I man.
Ooh, don't talk about the Intrepid.
Especially
Intrepid was hot. Y'all remember the Intrepid?
oh man. Well, man,
That
that
was
was
a
a middle
popular car,
class
bro.
car. Everybody had it,
That doggone Intrepid was
and
powerful.
wasn't worth nothing. Yeah, and it wasn't worth nothing.
It was sleek.
Everybody had issues with their Intrepid, or it would just sit in the driveway.
That was one of them cars when they first
Intrepid,
came out. It looked a whole lot like the concept with that flat front.
yeah, yeah. The Intrepid, man, everybody, man, you had if you was a middle class, they had it Intrepid. You were middle class, that's what you had.
Hold on and try. I remember them cars, man.
I
Golly.
remember when my aunt first got the first Altima that talked. That was
Oh
so
yeah,
funny.
I remember that.
Altima talk to you. The little red, little bitty Altima. Nissan Altima. It said the door is ajar. The door is ajar. What are you talking
What is
about?
it you are?
She said the door is open. It mean she like it mean the door is open. We're
Yeah.
like, well, just say the door was open. We're speaking a whole nother language over here.
A door is a jar. I think Lincoln had that too, didn't he? A door is a jar. I remember that, man. Good Lord.
Key is in the ignition. The key is in the
Yeah.
ignition. Shut up.
Keep saying it over and over and over again.
And she was so happy. She was so happy when she bought that car. She bought that car brand new.
Lord have mercy. That's one car. If they
It
if they
was a lazy money grab.
if they remix that Intrepid, they can bring that back and make it hot, I think. Because it had the right styling, but if they did it right, they can make that guy hot.
Well, see, they was when they brought that out, they was going for the younger crowd, the younger middle age, middle
Yeah.
the ones that was making some money back then, the
Yeah.
middle class,
Middle
the
class
middle the
youngster.
young middle class. Yeah. Then they brought out that Impala and that killed everything. Everybody like, man, forget that. We getting
Oh
us an Impala SS.
yeah.
We like, yeah, we getting an Impala SS, a Caprice. We getting a bubble.
Man.
Cause people were tired of these little bitty cars, man. It's like, man, we go from big muscle cars to little bitty cars.
Economy, man. Economy does that to people, especially when gas prices go up. They still got people ain't trying to buy, you know,
Yeah,
trying to find a way to save money on gas. Gas are expensive, man, especially up here. You
man. I
pay.
just found what is it? I just found it.
You can easily pay up
It's a
here,
Colorado.
depending on where you are, in between $4.50, $5 a gallon for Supreme.
Well, y'all
Oh,
gas always been higher than now. It was like, I'd be scared to come out of town up there.
yes, indeed. Gas ain't no joke. But if I'd have been, if gas was the issue, I wouldn't have the cars I have.
Right.
If I was worried about gas, I wouldn't
Now,
even have what I have. I wouldn't get it. It just wouldn't be worth it.
that's why I try to tell people, man, you get these high end cars, y'all keep wanting to put all these 6.2s and all these motors in your cars. Guess what? You can't go put no regular 87 in there.
The part that killed me with them cats, some of them cats that had those cars, man. It's okay, listen, I support it, get it, drive them, enjoy them. But when you get those cars and you only putting $10 in them at a time, golly, that's a problem. I don't know nothing but fill up. It blows my mind when you got that big old motor, that big old all that car, and you gonna put $10 in it. That car's gonna be gone quick. You're gonna be putting $10 in it when you hit your destination. Just gonna fill it up.
Well, you
Golly.
know how it is. You know how it is in Dallas. $10, you go down the street, you out of gas.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
better hope you don't get in traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. The traffic gonna literally drain that tank for you. Been in Dallas traffic before. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels
You
like.
be like, man, I just came through here. What happened? You like, man, accident.
I know. I know. I know.
I found a
She.
black 2007 Colorado Extreme. It has the I4 in it, single cab. I say I would be buying that, and that would be the daily driver.
Yes, indeed.
The low key car.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at
And
you
it's
on
a
that.
stream, so it got the short, it got the body kit at the bottom, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an R4, so that'll be a good day to drive around the city in. Like I'm offering her little beetle bug, just drive around the city in. Like, if I need to go out of town, something I can still go out, still be reliable, still be comfortable. Cause
Yes,
it be me.
yes,
That's why
indeed.
people like, why you don't get you? They like, why you don't get you a big family car for what? It's
Hey
just me
man,
and my wife.
that's why I tell you get the S8. Well, no, you're on the right track with that Avant though, because I think it's gonna give you a full car feeling, but performance car, sports car, full size car experience will perform
With the performance.
with the performance. Oh my god, I gotta show you this, Lefty. I gotta show you this. This how y'all do it in Dallas. Oh my lord. Hey man, look, I'm gonna show you this, but then we're gonna have to wrap up because I'm getting tired. But I'm gonna show you this so you can see it. This how they gonna play you in
Yeah, I
Dallas.
haven't ate yet. So
This how they do y'all in Dallas, man. You ready? You ready?
uh
Ain't me, man. Ain't me. Somebody else did this. This how y'all doing it in Dallas? How man?
can't see nothing.
You can't see it?
Uh-uh.
Man, they got the Dallas Cowboy fan. He got a glizzy and a beer. He got skinny jeans on with some platform heels on and his Dallas Cowboy jersey. What is going on?
Oh no, come on, bro. Only thing TV about gonna
This
change
how
the
y'all doing
subject.
it in Dallas?
Uh,
This is what y'all doing in Dallas? Come on, bro.
because I like to.
For real.
I like to.
Sound like you transforming over there. Oh, he like we done lost him. Lord have mercy. This how they doing it in Dallas? Y'all need to do better. Y'all need to do better.
No, man.
Do better, Lefty. You see
That's
this?
why.
You see this?
No, bro.
Do you see this?
I still can't see it.
I don't know.
No, we can see it. Just black screen.
You can't see it? It's on the
Uh.
full screen.
Now it's
Hey,
just white screen.
really? Oh, you know what? It's gonna
Yeah.
let me see. Hold up. No, I can see it. It's when I'm looking at it on what you call them, I can see it.
Oh, now I can see it. I can see it now. At first, it's just black screen.
Really?
Nah, man. Boy, they AI, boy.
Oh, I know what's happening.
Shoot. And trust me, we can see it now.
I know what's happening. I was on the what you call them page and then jumped out of it. Oh, he done fell out again. You there? Hold up. Ugh. Man, I don't know what y'all doing over there, man.
Go to
Y'all need to do better, man.
Cowboys Stadium. Hot dog. That's $7,
Bro,
and that's just for a plain hot dog.
you sound like you play. What'd you say?
That's for a plain hot dog.
Yes, indeed. He
Nothing
got a
on it.
little glizzy.
$7.
He got an ultra beer and his high heels.
No, see, that's where they wrong at. Cause
Hey man,
Cowboy Stadium said they sell Miller. Is it Miller or Bud?
I
They
mean,
got a sponsorship. Yeah, they got a sponsor there.
I'm talking about them high heels that this dude got on.
No, see, no, bro.
I got it. I'm gonna have to share this. Nah, man.
That's wrong. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just wrong.
yeah, that's wrong. It's two left feet right there.
That's probably an Eagle fan that made it too.
Man, it could be a whole lot of fans. Y'all got a lot of enemies. New Orleans Saints can't stand y'all. Y'all got a lot of enemies.
Yeah, I noticed that when I went to New Orleans.
They cannot stand Dallas,
My
bro.
homeboy got a suburban cowboy thing, suburban, and man, every time we stop at the gas station, people and he had his cowboy t-shirt on, then he had like 3 cowboy hats sitting on his dash.
New Orleans can't stand Dallas. Saints fan cannot stand Dallas fans at all.
And I don't know why, cause we never used to play the Saints.
Yeah, but when we started playing y'all must have did something. Y'all must have did something.
Cause we never played the Saints. It was always the 49ers, the the Redskins, and the
Somehow,
Eagles, and the Giants.
somehow we got on y'all rotation and we just started hating y'all a lot.
And then it's like, man, it's like, why y'all? We don't even play y'all, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. That
But
part.
I think the New Orleans hate towards Dallas came from after Katrina.
You know what? I think you're right. I think for how people was getting treated down there, well, I ain't gonna say just how people were treated. The stuff that
Yeah, it
happened.
was how people were treating. Yeah, it was how people. Yeah, they were like, go back home.
Yeah, yeah, we probably came to the table wrong. I'm not gonna even lie to New
Yeah,
Orleans.
yeah. They were like, oh, we taking over Dallas. No, the hell you ain't. We got our own problems, man. We chill. Y'all making the block hot, bro. Go away.
Yeah, yeah, man.
And then it was like, dude, I could tell you what happened. Yeah, Texas is a proud state, just like New Orleans. New Orleans. Y'all proud of y'all.
Very,
Uh,
very,
uh, very
very,
proud. So the two
very.
proudness clash, and we like, man, we don't want to hear about no New Orleans. If you love your city so much, go back.
Yeah, we crazy proud about our city, like for real.
Yeah. So we were like, man, we don't care. Go back. We want to hear this. Go back.
Man, New Orleans, wow with that. Well, man, and you know what? And it's crazy. It ain't even, some of the proudest cities. That proudness come not just from the people that got something. It's everybody.
Right.
Little bit of nothings to man, straight
Man,
up.
I could take you to the hood, man, and show you old cats, man, ain't never been to a Cowboy game, but they fans. They ride or die Cowboys, and they never been to a game.
Ooh, I gotta do this. All right, man. Look, Lefty, thank you for coming and hanging, bro. I gotta get down.
No worries. I gotta go get me some McDonald's or something. I ain't ate.
Man, when I say for real, thank you for hanging. Thank you for the conversation, bro. I told you, bro. I was like, man, well, I don't know why I ain't have you in here sooner. Like for real. For real, dog. You be bringing that heat. Lefty brings that heat. Y'all don't even understand. But listen,
Yeah,
bro.
I hope Turbo go live tomorrow because I got something to say on
Uh-oh.
that live.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you ain't seen before we go. Okay, there's nothing but guys in here now, right?
Yeah, I think. Hey, but
Marlon Wayne's baby mama, I just sent it to Turbo, gets 18K a month for a 1-year old child, and she want to petition the court and saying that's not enough.
that's crazy, bro. Absolutely nuts.
You get 18,000. Who can't live off of 18,000 a month?
Bruh. I take it. I take it. I
What?
can. I promise
What?
you I can.
Man, 18, man, you
I
know,
promise you I can.
I could show you where I can, man.
Lefty,
I'm going to buy me.
put it to you like
I'm
this.
going to buy me a used truck.
Let me put it to you like this. I'm
Only
I,
thing I have to pay for is
I'm
my
teaching
house.
myself how to trade. I get this down to trading. If I can get to the point where I'm averaging $500 a day, my life will change. I promise you that. Everything
But
about
I'm
how I
saying,
live, every day how I live a day to day from morning to the end of the day will change.
but that just let me know is that your baby shouldn't cost no. You got a 1 year old. What else a 1 year old doing? You spending 18. What house are you staying in?
Lefty, you know that's a money grab. Let's be realistic. It's a money grab.
Right. I'm like, come on, man.
But look, man, we gotta wrap this up. I gotta go get me some
Yeah.
Z's. But listen, man, again, Lefty, you'll be getting it. Standard. You in there. But look, man, we're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. We got a couple people still kind of vibing with us. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We went. I know I jumped on late, but y'all understand. Family comes first, man. We got to do what we got to do.
Right, right.
I appreciate you guys still coming in and hanging out with us, and I'll see you guys next week. We got some content coming. Can't wait for you guys to see the content from Illinois Motors. I think you're gonna like it, and more to come beyond that, man. Listen, man, y'all know how we do, man. We don't do the normal around here. Why is that, man? Because we were designed for greatness. Because we're
Great.
designed for greatness, guys, we have the right, the responsibility, and authority to never be average. So, guys, don't be average. Yeah. Shout out to all our veterans, man. Active duty, reserve, retired, separated, and passed on transition. Salute, man. Always remember, freedom ain't free. Y'all be good, man. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Great.